is swung on, hit deep in the air to left center field. Left fielder looking up. This ball is gone. A home run. One sticks and deals. A pitch. Call. Third strike. Swing and a fly ball to left field. Base hit. Ball game is tied. Franny gets the job done. To the backstop. And now here's to go to second. Down the time goes into right field.
You know, defensively, Mike Affronti and Sean McGill have done a great job as shortstop and catching, respectively.
Fog here, it brings a tear to my eye, or maybe that's just the humidity. Anyhow, Nick,
That's in there. Call third strike. Swing and a miss. Strike three. In time, he got him.
Double play on that one.
So strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Be heating up a little.
Perhaps if the score
Might be seeing a bench clearing brawl one of these.
The 1-0. Swing and a drive deep to left field. Way back. But he's being waved home.
Oh my goodness, that's a great catch if I ever saw one.
On the first double play. That is lookout, and the Gulls lead it 10-1. And here's the throw to the plate. He got it in time. Gulls come into this game leading the NECBL Southern Division. There's a ground
and
ball.
That one falls in for a hit. Of course, this is baseball, as we know. Anything can happen, and it's not over till it's over.
He's ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, strike three. And this ball game is over. That's the second out there on the first double play. What a catch. 1-1 Wolves score. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time.
And looks like they're trying the suicide squeeze, and it works.
At a deep left field. Way back. Way back. Send that ball to the light tower. A high fly ball. Deep to left field. Way back. Swing and a shot. Deep to left field. Swing and a high fly ball. Deep to center field. Way back. Home run. Three-run homer. Shortstop has it. Puts the second out there on the first. Double play. Here comes Locke. He will score. Swing and a line drive. Base hit to left field. Standing. Rounding first. Rounding second. On the way to third. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time.
Swing, and he strikes him out.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Call third strike. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. So long, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome here to Mackenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Massachusetts, where today, on the Newport Gulls television network, we'll be bringing you our first away broadcast of the season as the Newport Gulls, currently in first place in the NECBL South, will be taking on the second place in the NECBL Northern Division, Holyoke Giants. We have a great game coming up ahead of you. Already, we'll get right going with our pregame show. Happy to be joined here up in the broadcast booth by Newport Gulls pitching coach Josh Scott. Coach Scott, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now you have pretty good pitcher out there on the mound today, Jeremy Hall. How do you think he'll fare today against these Holyoke batters?
He's been having some great outings lately. They've been shortened by a rain out and a fog out, but up until that point, he was dominating. And it's a warm day out today. I think it's going to be good for his arm, help him get loose.
So, of course, he gets loose early. That'll be better for him in the early innings. He has had some trouble earlier on in the season, early in the games getting loose, I've been told.
Yeah, he struggled a little earlier. His elbow was getting under his shoulder, and he was kind of pushing the ball uphill. You know, he's getting his elbow up now, and he's throwing the ball downhill with a little more velocity. So,
defensively, the Gulls haven't played this field yet. The Holyoke Giants just moved here in 2004, and of course, played last year. Michael Affronti, Sean McGill might have some experience here, but they're not in the starting lineup today.
That's right. Michael Affronti's getting over an injury, and so we're trying to go slow with him. He may pinch hit or see him in the late innings for defense. And Sean McGill is having a little tenderness in his shoulder, so we just want to be careful and give Andy Wendell a start.
So now defensively, this field, you've been told, has some strange hops to it, has some strange characteristics.
Yeah, with talking with some of the other coaches at the NECBL All-Star game, they said this field takes some bad hops. So one of the keys to success is going to be just putting the ball in play and eliminating the strikeout.
Now, Kyle Hankard at that NECBL All-Star game had a 2-run homer. He's been great with the bat lately. How do you think he'll fare with just 1 week to go in the season, along with the rest of the Gulls offense?
I think he's just coming into his own. He's seeing the ball really well. His swing looks great, and you know, he thrives under pressure. When it's been big moments, he's done his best. So I think he's going to be even better in the playoffs.
Now, a lot of the Gulls offense have been really stringing the hits together lately. Yet you scored 31 runs on one day on Friday against North Adams. You shut out the Danbury Westerners 3 games in a row.
offensive power has really come through here in the second half of the season.
That's going to be a big key for us going into the playoffs and finishing off our season, because our starting pitching has been able to hold opponents to 2 runs or less. So if we can just get a few runs across the board and let them relax, I think we're going to be, pretty strong going into the playoffs.
Well, Coach Scott, pitching coach for the Newport Gulls, thank you for joining us here in the NGTN. Good luck today.
All right, thank you very much.
That's our pregame visit with Newport Gulls pitching coach Josh Scott. We'll have the starting lineups next as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Oh, there's the Holyoke Symphony Orchestra with the Star Spangled Banner this evening, our national anthem here tonight at McKenzie Stadium here in Holyoke, Massachusetts. Almost ready for baseball in just a few moments. Here with now the starting lineups for the visiting Newport Gulls. As the first pitch is thrown out there on the mound.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Leading off will be Scott Brown, the center fielder, batting second. Jeff Miller, second baseman, batting third. Kyle Hankett, the right fielder. In Cleveland tonight, designated hitter Zach Clem, batting fifth. Blake Church, the first baseman. Batting sixth will be Nick Burnham, the left fielder. Batting seventh, Eric Hagsham, he's the third baseman. And Andy Wendell, the catcher, bats eighth. And the ninth spot, running out the order for the home Newport Gulls, will be Warren Schaefer. Their starting pitcher tonight will be Jeremy Hall. Hall has been faring pretty well this season. We'll get to see him in the last half of the first inning. Starting pitcher tonight for the Holyoke Giants, who are 20-14 on the season. The Newport Gulls are 21-14. Chris Bakey will be the starter tonight. Eric Williams bats first. He's the center fielder, batting second. TJ Burns, the left fielder. Willie Ortiz is the shortstop, batting third. Matt McGraw, the designated hitter, in the cleanup tonight. McGraw, the offensive leader for the Holyoke Giants. Jake Doyle bats fifth, the right fielder. First baseman Joseph Rizzo bats sixth. Brian Ademski is the third baseman, batting seventh. And Jeff Mayo, whose father actually is Timothy Mayo, one of the coaches for the Giants. Mayo bats eighth. He's the catcher tonight for Holyoke. Running out the order for the home Holyoke Giants, Scott Patterson, he's the second baseman. Their coaching staff, Joel Southern is their field manager, and their coaches James Wood, Eric Mandel, and Timothy Mayo. For the Newport Gulls, manager Mike Coombs, pitching coach Josh Scott, and players coach Marty Smith. Umpires for tonight's game be Josh Wilkins calling balls and strikes behind the plate, and Scott Davis around the bases. Newport Gulls at 21-14. The Holyoke Giants at 20-14. Giants in second place in the NECBL North, and the Newport Gulls are in first place in the NECBL Southern Division, 3 games ahead of the Manchester Silkworms. The Giants are 7 games back of Keene, who is in first place in the Northern Division. They are 1 game ahead of the Sanford Mainers, who are 8 games back of Keene in third place in the North. Keene has had an outstanding season, no chance for anybody to catch them. There aren't that many games left to play. So the battle in the NECBL South will be for second, third, and fourth. However, in the Southern Division, it's all up for grabs as Danbury, North Adams, and Torrington are all fighting for the second, third, and fourth playoff spots should the Gulls' winning streak continue. The Newport Gulls are on a 4-game winning streak. The Holyoke Giants won their last game. So somebody's winning streak will be snapped here tonight as the Gulls are on the road. Newport has taken 3 straight, all of them shutouts against the Danbury Westerners, and also swept the doubleheader against the North Adams Steeplecats, scoring 31 runs, hitting 7 home runs over the course of that doubleheader. They also defeated the Manchester Silkworms on Saturday on the road. And, of course, Newport hosted the NECBL 2005 All-Star Game, which you saw right here on the NGTN and NCTV on Sunday. Southern Division took that game 7-2 the final. Newport's own Kyle Hankard hit a 2-run homer in that game. So that's how they look right now. Other action around the league today. Concord at Lowell, 6:30 start time underway now, as well as Keene at Sanford. North Adams at Danbury, 7 o'clock start time, just getting underway. Vermont at Torrington, and Manchester at Pittsfield, also 7 o'clock start time. The only other game around the league right now. Again, the NACBL All-Star game was played yesterday. The Southern Division won it 7-2, thanks in part to a 2-run homer by Newport Gulls' own Kyle Hankard. Hankard and Zach Clem both competed in the home run derby, hitting 6 home runs each, falling just shy of the 9-run lead required to win it. Well, almost ready for baseball here, and there's your starting lineups. We'll have the first pitch next as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network.
The power alleys are 380, and dead center field 414.
Well, you just heard some of the dimensions here at McKenzie Stadium. Of course, Nick Lehman joined by Ray Ballard Sr., our associate producer here in the NGTN. Ray, thank you for joining us with the color for this game. Ray is silenced. Ray, thank you for joining us. Following with his microphone, maybe.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, Nick.
Oh, thank you.
Very hot day today, and
you've been
quite a
stifled
drive
by the high humidity. About 90 degrees right now, almost 90 degrees, 90% humidity, partly cloudy skies, northwest blowing in 5 to 10 miles per hour. Almost ready for baseball here, as Chris Bakey, right-handed pitcher out of Stony Brook University, throwing for more warm-up pitches on the mound. He'll be a senior next year. His last year of eligibility. 6'3", 210 pounds is Bakey.
Scott Brown.
Bakey has a 1.64 ERA. He's 2-2 in 9 appearances. 2 complete games for Bakey. He has 4 starts, 1 save, 32 hits, 30.1 innings pitched. He's given up 13 runs, 7 of them earned. He's walked 12, struck out 37, giving up 2 doubles, a home run. 4 wild pitches, no hit batters. Lead-up batter for the Newport Gulls, Brown. He takes first pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. It'll be Brown, Miller, and Hankard here in the top of the first of the Newport Gulls in this away game, our first of the 2005 season in the NGTN, our second altogether. The next pitch is inside. The ball 2, 2-0. Brown stands in from the left side of the plate. Bakey getting the sign from his catcher, Jeff Mayo. Winds, kicks, and deals the pitch. Missing high and outside, 3-0. Defense for the Giants. Mayo, the catcher. Rizzo at first, Patterson at second, Ortiz, the shortstop, Ademski at third. Reports for the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Hitters got now 3-1 to Brown. DJ Burns in left, Eric Williams in center, Jake Doyle in right field, and Chris Bakey on the mound. His 3-1 delivery. Swinging a little looper into left field, and over the diving shortstop head, a big base hit. He leaped and did get a glove on it, bounced over his glove and rolled down in front of him. Brown's on the leadoff single. I'll bring up Jeff Miller with nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
Number 13, Jeff Miller.
Miller has 241 average on this season, 5 runs batted in, a home run. That home run came on Friday night at Cardines Field versus the North Adams Steeplecats, one of 7 home runs hit by the Gulls in a 15-inning doubleheader, like a game and a half, as they completed a fog out from early in the week. The Steeplecats will return to Cardines again next week. We'll have that for you in the NGTN. Brown at first, the pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen, back and out of play. Not a bad ballpark here. See Mount Tom off in the distance.
Mount Tom, I think that's Mount Greylock, Nick.
Mount Greylock? Okay. Well, name it after our our director, Tom Lima. Mount Tom, we'll rename it. The pitch. Inside. Ball 1. 1-1 the count to Miller. Pretty far away from the action up here in this broadcast booth. A real press box, not what we're accustomed to. Can't quite hear the umpire from here. That's a good thing, because we can actually see the field. The pitch swung on line into to the second base, and he has it, fires the first in time. A double play. So, shortstop, Willie Ortiz, lined it midair, stepped on the bag, and then fired to first for the out. So that retires Brown.
Number 30.
Yes, Miller grounds out. Here comes Kyle Hankard. Hankard, offensive leader for the Newport Gulls, has a .402 average, highest in the league. He hasn't played enough games yet for it to count. Hankard joined the team about a week and a half late. Kyle leads the team with 27 runs batted in, 7 home runs, 17 runs scored. Leads in the RBI and home run categories. Is the pitch from Bakey. Missing ball 1. 2 men down, bases are empty. Here in the first, the Newport Gulls in their black away uniforms. Holyoke Giants in their red uniforms. Making on the mound his 1-0 pitch to the plate. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. Bakey has walked 12 batters on the season.
I mean, it's not that drastic, but it still comes in.
It is 2-0 pitch.
But it's like a...
Missing inside and high. Ball 3, 3-0.
It's almost no. You hit.
I don't know if he's having trouble getting loose. It's very warm out there. That shouldn't be a factor, though. 3-0 delivery. Strike called on the inside corner. It is count now 3-1 to Kyle Hankard. Hankard has a grand slam on the road. She came versus Torrington. 3-1 delivery. Ball 4, he walked him. So Hankard made the Newport Gulls second base run of the night. He walks on a 3-1 pitch. Takes his base on balls at first. Here comes the cleanup hitter for the Newport Gulls, Zach Clem. Clem, designated hitter for the Gulls, has been promoted in the lineup. He's been hot with the bat as of late. Clem batting .209, 11 runs batted in, 2 home runs on the season. Both of them came on Friday night's game. His first 2 home runs, one of them was a grand slam. The other one was a solo shot. Grand slam came in the 4th inning of that game, the second game of the doubleheader. The Gulls won 17-6. The pitch. Missing, ball 1. Clem and hit that grand slam in the 4th inning. Scott Brown, who was the leadoff batter, had an inside the park home run in the 4th inning. It was also his first homer of the season. Both came at Cardines on Friday night. Today, of course, is Monday, July 25th, 2005. The pitch up and inside. Ball 2. The catcher, Jeff Mayo, go out to talk with Bakey. Make sure he's all right. I haven't seen many strikes thrown across the plate. It's youth baseball night here tonight at McKenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Massachusetts, just outside of Springfield, where the Big E is held. Holyoke, Massachusetts is the home of volleyball. Volleyball was founded here, so says the sign as we enter town.
Yeah, and I noticed they had quite a few volleyball courts out back here.
Very nice athletics complex here at Holyoke High School. The pitch, throw back to first, and backstanding Hankard. Incredible football stadium behind us. This is one of the best baseball stadiums we've been to in the NECBL. The pitch. Strike called on the inside corner, 2-1, so the conference paid off, at least in the short term. Of course, this was built by the Works Progress Administration back in the late 30s, just as Cardines Field was. This stadium is just as old as Cardines Field. Pitch, ground ball chopper, caught by the Newport Gulls third base coach, Marty Smith.
Yeah, I think that sign said it was the birthplace of volleyball.
Really? Well, back in 37, 38, when this park was built, I'm not sure if they had quite invented the game yet. They must have. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So, Clem fans, a double play, a walk, a single, a strikeout. The Gulls lead 1. And after half an inning, it's Newport nothing. The Giants coming up as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. And 5, 4, 3. And back here once again at Mackenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Massachusetts, leadoff batter will be Eric Williams for the Holyoke Giants to face Jeremy Hall. Hall has a 3.56 ERA on the season. Hall in 8 appearances has a 1-2 record. Made 6 starts for the Newport Gulls. He's been pitching fairly well as of late, getting his ERA down a little bit. Hall has a save, pitched 30 innings. His first pitch. Strike called on the outside corner, 0-1. Hall has given up 29 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned. Is walked 11, struck out 25, his next delivery. Strike called, inside. 0-2, the count quickly to Williams, who has 26 strikeouts on the season. Hall. Get him 7 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. His 0-2 pitch, just missing outside, and the count's 1-2. Jeremy has hit a batter this season, has 2 wild pitches. A pitch. Missing. Ball 2. Counts even now at 2-2 to Williams. Center fielder for the Giants, batting .209. 3 runs batted in, no home runs. Does lead the team with 32 walks. By far leads the team. The pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. Fooled him on a splitter. First strikeout and first out of the game as Williams goes down swinging.
Coastal Carolina, number 26.
1 down for DJ Burns. Burns, the left fielder out of the Giants, batting .271, 16 runs batted in, no home runs, a triple, and 5 doubles. Hall gets the sign from his catcher Andy Wendell. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Field the first? Yes, he did, says the base umpire Scott Davis. Josh Wilkins is behind the plate. 0-1 the count. Defense for the Gulls. Andy Wendell is the catcher, in for Sean McGill, who has the night off. Given a day of rest, the pitch. Missing low and outside. Talked more about that in our pregame show with our visit with Gulls pitching coach Josh Scott. First base, Blake Church. Jeff Miller at second. Warren Schaefer in shortstop, in for Affronti, who should be back soon. The pitch. Missing low. He is available to play tonight to pinch hit. But then still a little bit concerned about his thumb, which is getting a lot better. 2-1 the count on Burns. Hall's pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to right, but fading foul and out of play. Counts even at 2-2. Hagstrom, the third baseman for Newport, and in the outfield, Burnham in left, Brown in center, and Cal Hankard, offensive leader for Newport, and one of the offensive leaders in the league. Hankard is also recent All-Star game participant. Home run derby participant is in right. Pitches a ground ball, chopper to short. Schaefer has it, fires to first in time. 6-3. Burns is retired, 2 down. Here comes Willie Ortiz. Ortiz,
number 1. Willie
back for a second season with the Holyoke Giants. The Giants moved here to Holyoke last season in 2004 after being formerly the Middletown Giants out of Connecticut. And fare so well there in attendance. Here in Holyoke, they average between 500 and 600 fans per game. It's really a great experience to watch these NACBL players play, though. The pitch, swinging a ground ball chopper foul around the plate area. Entire NACBL, a non-profit organization, and each team a 501c3 non-profit. I'm about bringing baseball entertainment to the community, and supporting charities and local events. Pitches. Ball 1-1 the count. To Ortiz, batting .269, 16 runs batted in, 1 home run. The pitch. Swing and a drive in the center field. The center field can't get it, and the diving by right fielder Cal Hankard. He's running first, holds up at second, and Ortiz is in there with a 2-out double. First run in scoring position. First base run of the day for the Holyoke Giants. Here comes McGraw, Matt McGraw, who's an all-star, designated hitter for the Giants tonight. Leads the team offensively, batting .304, 24 RBIs, 3 home runs and 11 doubles. Leads in doubles, runs batted in, and average.
Number 14, Matt McGraw.
McGraw in the cleanup spot, hoping to send home Ortiz. He stands in at second, McGraw at the plate. Jeremy Hall looks in, gets a sign from Andy Wendell. Likes what he sees. Checks the runner. The pitch. Outside ball 1-0 the count. 2 down here in the home half of the first inning here at Mackenzie Stadium. Nick Lima joined by Ray Ballard Sr. here on the NGTN. Runner at second. The 1-0. That's on the inside corner. Strike one. Counts even at 1-1. Outfield back, infield on the edge of the grass. Hall steps off as time is called. Holyoke, Massachusetts, where volleyball was founded. And we're talking about the great athletic complex here at Holyoke High School. The football stadium looks almost like Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Not quite. The 1-1.
Yeah, like a baby Gillette.
Missing inside ball, too. Maybe like the old Foxborough Stadium. 2-1 the count.
No, it looked even better than that.
Probably fit maybe 3,000 or 4,000 in that stadium back there. High school sports must be big in this city. The pitch. Missing low. Of course, it was all built by the Works Progress Administration, but at the same time, Cardines Field was built back in the late 30s. At the end of the Depression. Cardines has been used for baseball since 1908. I'm not sure if there was a baseball field here in Mackenzie Stadium grounds then. Pitch. Jeff Miller thought he had the ball in his glove. It already going to center field. He held the glove up anyway, trying to get the base umpire, Scott Davis. I think he was out, but he did get the tag on him, just didn't have the ball. 3-1 the count to the batter at the plate, Matt McGraw. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the first, no score. Hall's pitch in the dirt, ball 4 outside. He walked him. So McGraw takes his base at first. There'll be runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Doyle!
For Jake Doyle. Doyle was also an all-star. One of 3 all-stars in the starting lineup tonight, along with Burns and McGraw. Doyle, right fielder for the Giants, batting .252, 20 ribbies, and 4 home runs. Leads the team in that category. He has 7 doubles. 2 on, 2 out. Hall gets a sign. He's ready. The pitch. Strike call in the inside corner, 0-1 the count. Hall has a 3.56 ERA, which is pretty well when his run is on, particularly in scoring position. The pitch. On the outside corner, 0-2. Doyle falls behind. Hall, who started the season a little bit shaky, has been getting better as the weather has warmed up. Easier for him to get loose out there on the mound earlier. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Just missed low. Ball 1, the count will be 1-2 to Jake Doyle. Good sized crowd on in here. They continue to filter into Mackenzie Stadium. It's a very warm and hot, humid night here in Holyoke. The 1-2. Check swing, did he go? Appeal to the base umpire. No, says Scott Davis. Looked like he crossed the plate at least a little bit. Davis didn't see it though. 2-2 the count. At second, Ortiz, McGraw, who walked at first. Hall looks in. Comes to the set. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Play ball in the infield. Schaefer coming on. Now Miller waving him off. Makes the catch on the dirt for the outlet. He ties aside. The Holyoke Giants strand 2 and after 1 complete. No scores. We continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network.
Blake Church.
Blake Church to lead it off for the Newport Gulls as we go to the top of the second inning. Pitch up and away, ball 1. 1-0 the count to him. The Newport Gulls haven't fared too well on the road this season. However, they're 2-0 on the road as of late. The pitch. Swing and a drive in a left center field. Out for a hit in front of the left fielder. DJ Burns picks it up, fires into the infield, and Blake Church is on with a leadoff single. Second base hit of the night for the Gulls, and they have their leadoff man with the second inning in a row. Blake Church, who is batting .252 with 14 runs batted in, stands in at first for Nick Burnham. Burnham has a 172 average, 6 RBIs, yet to hit a home run. Be tough here. The dimensions of this ballpark, 414 feet to straightaway center. Nobody out here in the top of the second. The pitch. Outside corner, a called strike from Chris Bakey. It was a little bit shaky in the first. He seems to be settling down now, though, despite giving up that single. It's a pretty good pitch across the plate. Gets a sign from Mayo. Sets. Kicks and deals. Swinging a hard-to-hit ground ball charger. Charging the second baseman, fires the first in time, and into second goes Church. Brennan retired on a sacrifice ground out. And the Gulls have a runner in scoring position with one out for Eric Hagstrom. Hagstrom, third baseman for the Gulls, 154 on the season. 5 ribbies. His first home run of the season was a 3-run shot, which came at Cardines Field on Friday night during the doubleheader against the Steeplecats. Runner at second, the pitch. Missing ball 1 to lefty Hagstrom. 1-0 the count. Nice scoreboard out there in center field. Probably one of the nicest scoreboards we've seen around the league. Runner at second. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike 1. The count's even at 1-1. There's a shot of the scoreboard. Right up to the 10th inning. Not quite the scoreboard at Cardines Field. Though that one is actually relatively new. It was just replaced about 3 years ago in Newport. This one seems a little bit larger at the pitch. Low with a ball. 2-1 the count. So Hagstrom. Head in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. At second, Nick Burnham. 1 man down here in the second, no score. Important game for both teams. Newport Gulls lead the Southern Division by 3 games with a week to play. Holyoke Giants are in second place by 1 game over the third place team, the Sanford Mainers, the defending champions of the NACBL. Newport Gulls, again, just hosted the NACBL All-Star game last night at Cardines. We brought that game to you on the NGTN and NCTV. Runner at second, the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 up and away. Second walk issued by Bakey. That's the 14th walk he's issued this season.
Number 22, Andy Wendell.
Here comes Andy Wendell. Wendell, catcher for the Gulls, batting 182. 5 runs batted in, no home runs yet this season. Wendell in for Sean McGill, the starting catcher, as the lights come on here at Cardines Field. McGill has the night off. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch to Andy. Strike called inside. 0-1. Wendell has struck out 17 times this season. He hasn't had many opportunities for strikeouts. He tends to fan a lot. 2 on, the pitch. Outside, ball 1. The count's even at 1 apiece.
I'm sure you did not mean Cardines before. I believe that, Nick. You said Cardines.
Did I say Cardines Field before, Tom?
Yes, you did.
Our director reminds me I said Cardines Field before instead of Cardines. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2 the count to Wendell. Again, he has fanned 17 times this season. Andy has only made 16 starts for the Gulls. It's less than half of their games. From the set, Bakey, the 1-2. Swinging a hot hit ground ball foul up the first base line. It's off the Gulls dugout. Real dugouts here. A couple steps down in the ground at Mackenzie Park. Runners at first and second. One out, one into the count to Wendell. Chris Bakey gets the sign. He's ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around?
That's a way. That's worse than our guy.
Yes, he did. It's strike three. Wendell will argue and then retreat back to the dugout. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Second strikeout of the night for Chris Bakey. Warren Schaefer, number 9 man in the lineup for the Gulls, will be batting here with 2 outs and 2 on. Church, who signaled to lead off the inning. Advanced to second on the sacrifice by Burnham, and then Hagstrom walked to make first base occupied. Pitch. Curve outside. Ball 1-0. Don't have a detailed scouting report on Bakey, even though he has the basic pitches: fastball, curveball, changeup. 2 runners on the 1-0. Strike called on the inside corner. Counts even at 1-1. The infield takes a couple steps back. The outfield takes a few steps in. Hitting room out in left field. Playing Schaefer to pull the pitch. Outside, way outside. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. A catcher, Mayo, kicked up a lot of dirt right there when he shuffled. I don't know how wet the plate area is. What's with this baking sun today? It's humid though. Very light breeze blowing through. Here in the hills of central Mass. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Hey, look at this.
Perhaps it just got a piece of it.
2.
Regardless,
In the second inning.
he'll be down. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on, 2 outs here in the second inning. Deuces are wild.
The deuces are wild.
At second base, Church. At first, Hagstrom. 2 men down. Bakey with the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. The count is full. Well, there go the 2s that were straight across the scoreboard. Public address announcer here for the Holyoke Giants. Very colorful man, Brian Hickey, keeping the crowd entertained. To my right, the payoff pitch to Schaefer. Ball 4. He walked him. So the Gulls will have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And that first potential runner is now 90 feet from the plate. First base runner to reach third today for either team.
Scott Brown.
That's the 3rd walk issued now already by Bakey, who again coming into this game only had 12 on the season in 4 starts and 9 total appearances. 12 walks and 38 innings. He has 3 already tonight in 2 innings. To go with 2 singles, 2 strikeouts, 2 down. Here in the top of the second, still no score, but the goal is threatening. Newport Gull is on every base. 1-0 the count to leadoff batter Scott Brown. 1 for 1 tonight. He had a leadoff single in the first. The pitch inside, ball 2. 2-0. Catcher Mayo out to talk with Bakey. Scott Brown hit his first home run of the season on Friday night at Cardines Field. A 2-run inside the park home run in the center field. It may have been an error on the play, but you really see an inside the park home run, and you can't really charge an error on a play like that. Brown was really sprinting around the bases. The outfielder may have dropped the ball or booted it for a moment, but it was a very tough play. It was a wall ball out to straightaway center out by the 400-foot mark at Cardines. Now it's his first homer. Looking for a second here, perhaps. Bases loaded, 2-0 the count. Bakey from the set, the pitch. Swing and a line drive into left field. That will fall for a hit. It'll score 1. It will not score any more as Newport Gulls take the lead 1-0, holding up at third base. Hagstrom, he was being waved around at first, but the left fielder Burns recovered quickly, and the Gulls will still have him loaded with 2 outs. They now lead it 1-0.
Yeah, what's interesting is the Gulls have done a great majority of their scoring when they had 2 on the board, 2 outs on the board.
All season, ever since the first game of the night of the season, Ray, back on June 7th, over 2 months ago, we've seen the Gulls come alive with 2 outs. Bases are loaded. The pitch. Strike call in the outside corner to Jeff Miller. Miller has a home run, which came on Friday night.
It seems like they come alive with 2 outs.
All the time. They rarely score with 1 out or no outs. The pitch. Missing. Or rather in there for, well, one of the two is either in there or missing, but the count's even at 1-1. I forget what the first pitch was. Wasn't keeping track of my scorecard. 1-1 the count is regardless to Jeff Miller. Ground to a 6-3 double play. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip around the plate area. He's in a hole now, 1-2. Bakey's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Miller could be 1 pitch away from hitting his second home run. The bases are loaded. Outfield in. Infield takes a few steps back. Brown had an RBI single. He's now 2 for 2 tonight, which scored Church at third base. Hagstrom. Schaefer at second. Brown at first. 1-2 the count to Jeff Miller. Looking in for the sign, Bakey. From the set. The pitch. Outside the fastball. 2-2 the count evens up. Lights are on already here in Holyoke. 7 o'clock start time. The sun is setting off towards the west. Wind blowing towards the northeast here. 5 to 10 miles per hour. The pitch. Swinging out. Hard hit ground ball. Second baseman has it. Fires to first in time for the out that retires the side. The Gulls get 1, and after 1.5, 1-0 Newport here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Back here now at McKenzie Park as we go into the last half of the second. Giant trail at 1-0. Here's the first pitch of the inning from Hall. It swung on and missed. Strike 1. 0-1 with the count to the leadoff batter here in the second, Joseph Rizzo. Rizzo, first baseman for the Giants, batting .224, 9 runs batted in, 2 home runs. All out on the mound. 1 scoreless inning of work. The next pitch. Outside corner called strike. Nothing into the count to Joseph Rizzo. Is working quickly. The 0-2 skips in the dirt and to the backstop. Ball 1-1 the count. Lights are now warmed up on fully here. The sun just about ready to set over the hills out towards the west. So, surrounded by factories and 3 tenement homes and mountains and hills here in Holyoke, central Massachusetts. Very warm night. The pitch. Swinging a pop fly back and out of play. 1-2 remains the count to Rizzo.
No, that's a good one.
He stands in, levels the bat, looks in. Jeremy Hall gets the sign from his catcher, Andy Wendell. He winds and deals. Swinging a little looper foul up the third baseline, just off the end of the bat. Well, you've been here many times, Ray. Do they have a lot of traffic problems up here? Or? Seems like a pretty dense population in this immediate area, at least.
A lot of big highways crossing the city.
Probably alleviate some of the problems. Not much traffic out there now in the outfield. Just past the fence, the pitches. Line into left field, now fall for a hit. Schaefer unable to get to it. So, Rizzo will take his base at first.
Number 25, Brian Adamski. This guy's moving up too. He's moving up. He's hot. He's hot.
Brief interference in our microphone system there. I'm not sure exactly what that was. There's a large soda machine behind us here in the press box. Who knows? So Rizzo, which is with a single, nobody out. Tying run at first, go ahead and run at the plate for the Giants. Adamski. Ryan Adamski takes the first pitch right down the middle, a called strike from Hall. Brian, I should say. Third baseman for Holyoke. .261 average, 15 runs batted in, has yet to hit a home run. He leads the team, has grounded into 5 double plays. Here comes the 0-1. Missing outside, ball 1. Adamski, who has again grounded into 5 double plays on the season, leading the team in that category by 3. Next plays each all tied with 2, 1, and then nothing for several players. The Gulls have turned over 30. The pitch, swinging a high-hit ground ball by the third baseman Hagstrom into left field, a base hit. Back-to-back singles given up here to lead off the second, and with nobody out, they have the go-ahead run on. And Jeff Mayo comes to the plate. Mayo, whose father, Timothy Mayo, is a coach on the staff here for the Giants. Jeff, 161 average, leads the team. Has been hit by pitches 6 times in that category. 6 runs batted in, yet to hit a home run. 2 on, nobody out here in the last of the second. The Gulls lead it 1-0. Hall have to work out of a jam here. The pitch. Squares for a bunt and hits it foul behind the backside into the concession area. And the fans and the kids all run towards it. Somebody comes up with it though. Newport Gulls as a team have turned 33 double plays. That's second in the league in that category. The Giants have grounded into 33 double plays. They tend to ground into a lot. Lights are on here at McKenzie Stadium. 2 men on. Nobody out. Hall with the pitch. Another bunt. Pop. Foul around the plate area. No chance for Wendell to get it. Wasn't very high. So he's in a hole, 0-2, and will not be bunting again here. The Gulls don't very rarely sacrifice bunt. They very rarely bunt at all. A lot of teams take advantage of that. There's a shot of the light tower. Light towers here seem pretty modern. Not quite as modern as the lights at Cardines Field, which was installed a couple of years back. 2 on the pitch. Outside with the ball. Counts 1-2. Well, local Holyoke residents are invited to come down here to McKenzie Stadium and to watch the Holyoke Giants play. Very fun night of activities and entertainment here. We're having fun up here in the broadcast booth for 1-2. He bunts it off the third base line, puts down a good one. Hagstrom fires the first. Wide! It goes away, and the tying run will score. Here comes another run. He's running third. He'll be held up there, and it's 1-1. Holyoke Giants get even here. First baseman Church couldn't get it. Throw from Hagstrom, pulled him off the bag. So that'll be a E5 on Hagstrom. Mayo should have been out.
Who fielded it? Third base? Or the pitcher? E3.
So let's see if we can get instant replay of that.
Hit an E5. No RBI.
We rewind our instant replay tape.
Second baseman from Union University, number 4, Scott Patterson.
Scott Patterson will be the batter now with 2 on in scoring position. Still nobody out. Patterson, right-handed batter. Looks in. Hall's pitch. Outside in the dirt, ball 1. And Jeremy Hall gives up a run here, but unearned. As Rizzo crosses the plate. So Mayo stands in at second. At third, Adamski. Nobody out, the 1-0. Swing and a looper into right field. That will fall foul, way out of play, over by our car. My car is in here. We took one vehicle up here. Small crew, Nick Lima, Ray Ballard Sr., Tom Lima, and Brian Betancourt, our crew tonight. Thank them all again later for their work. Volunteer work of the Tigers TV crew, Newport Gulls Television Network in this game tonight. Here comes the catcher Wendell out to talk with Hall and figure out what to do here with the count 1-1. And the number 9 man Patterson at the plate. Scott has 9 runs batted in, 258 average, no home runs. 17 hits on the season. Conference is brief. Wendell heads back. One run home here in the last of the second for the Giants. All the scoring's been in the second thus far. We're tied at 1. But they're threatening. Nobody out. 2 on in scoring position. Hall from the set. The pitch. Ball 2 outside. 2-1. Things are getting tense out there on the mound now. Hall really had to work out a jam here after giving up leadoff singles to Rizzo and Ademski. The pitch. Little looper. Third baseman catches it, fires to first in time, and a run scores. They get the first out, and pulling up at second was Mayo. However, Ademski crosses the plate, and Patterson's retired. 1 down, and the Holyoke Giants take the lead, 2-1. So we cycle around to the top of the order, and Eric Williams struck out swinging to start things off in the first. The only strikeout victim for Jeremy Hall today. Williams struck out for the 27th time this season. Does lead the team, however, with 32 walks. Runner at second, 1 out, 2 runs home here in the second. The pitch is outside, ball 1 to Williams. Eric batting just .209, has 3 runs batted in, no home runs. Gulls outfield playing Williams deep. Infield a few steps in. Hall's pitch. On the outside corner, a called strike. 1-1, the count evens up. Here is the 1-1 delivery. On the outside corner, a called strike, 1-2. Hall again has struck out 1 batter tonight, maybe looking for a second here. On the season, he has struck out 25. It is 1-2 pitch. Just missed low and outside. The count's even at 2-2. The Giants trying to capitalize here. In the second, they still have Mayo at second base. The corners are empty. 2 down, the pitch. Strike 3 call, and now there are 2 down. That was 1 out. So Williams fans for the second time tonight. Second strikeout for Jeremy Hall. Here comes DJ Burns. Burns was an all-star for the Giants. Played for the Northern Division, who lost the game last night at Cardines Field in Newport. 7-2 in the Southern Division. Won their second straight all-star game. Burns, 0 for 1 tonight. Bounced to short in the first. Hall gets the sign from Wendell. From the set, the pitch. Low ball, 1 outside.
Come on, DJ!
Very tricky situation here, Ray. Certainly is. A very tricky situation.
Yeah, very tricky.
Yes, tricky indeed. The 1-0. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. With 2 outs, it's less tricky now, but still, runner at second, they're threatening. So the Gulls get a run home with 2 outs in the top of the inning. The Giants had 2 on scoring position with nobody out here in the second. They got them both home. Pitch on the outside corner, strike. 2-1 now the count on Burns. DJ, 16 odd runs batted in. A triple, 5 doubles. The pitch just missed. Oh, where is that pitch? Plate umpire Josh Wilkins didn't like it. 3-1 the count. Now the outfield takes a few more steps back. Heading room in left center for Burns. Hall looking in as time is called. DJ wants some more time. Steps back in the batter's box.
Come on, DJ, big hit.
He's ready. 3-1. Swing and a line drive in the left field. Charging left fielder. Dies, can't make the catch. Shortstop out there, Schaefer to get it. A run comes home as Mayo scores unearned. And the Holyoke Giants lead it 3-1. The inning continues. be an RBI single
Way to go,
for
DJ!
Burns, who's now 1 for 2 tonight.
The
Here
shortstop,
comes
number 1,
Willie Ortiz.
Willie Ortiz!
Alberto Ortiz is a shortstop for the Giants, batting .269. He's knocked in 16 runs, has a home run. Batting here, the runner at first, 3 home here in the second for the Giants. Hall shooken up here. There's action up in the bullpen. Looks like right-handed action for the Giants. Or rather for the Gulls, I should say. No action in the Giants bullpen. 2 men out, a runner at first. Giants lead it 3-1. The pitch, instead of throw back to first, he's safe, says base umpire Scott Davis. Check that, it's actually a left-handed action in the bullpen for Newport. I'll throw to first, he's back diving in. Hall gets a sign from Wendell, his 1-0 pitch. Missing low with a fastball and counts 2-0. Shuffle around my scorecards a little bit. And the count is once again 2-0. Hall looking in, worries about the runner at first, Burns. Now time called again. Things have slowed down quickly here in the second. 4 runs here in the inning, 1 by the Gulls in the top half, 3 by the Holyoke Giants. They lead it 3-1. Hall with the 2-0 delivery. Outside, 3-0. Jeremy has walked 11 batters on the season. He's walked 1 here tonight. Willie Ortiz stands in, instead another throw to first, this time back standing Burns. Looking in Hall, working quickly now from the set, the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4 low, he walked him on 4 pitches. And here comes the 8th man to bat here in the inning, Matt McGraw. Second walk issued by Hall.
Number 14, Matt McGraw.
As the infield, corner infielders come in. Hagstrom and Church. Wendell out there on the mound as well for a brief conference. Hagstrom has another word for Hall. And they head back, and Mike Coombs coming out now. Manager for the Newport Gulls, he's calling Andy Wendell in. So Coombs figure out what to do here. Let's see if he sticks with his starter or not. Not sure if that action in the bullpen's ready quite yet. Hall, Wendell, Coombs, and
17 or 11.
third baseman Hagstrom in there now. Maybe Travis Webb warming up in the bullpen for the Gulls. The plate umpire out there now to break up this conference, Josh Wilkins. Scott Davis is the base umpire. And Coombs heads back to the dugout. He'll stick with his starter.
Take a pay, Matt. Come on, buddy.
So Hall will face at the very least Matt McGraw. The Gulls. Their bullpen's pretty rested after the All-Star game yesterday. Some good pitching over the past week. Everybody's had to get an inning of work in. Haven't had to go too deep into games. So should Hall not be able to fare very far into this game, the bullpen will be fully available. McGraw stands in, 2-1, 2 out the pitch. Up and inside, ball 1. Been a while since we've seen a strike call from Hall. From the set, the 1-0 pitch. Instead of throw to first, it gets away from the first baseman.
Razzle dazzle.
Church got a glove on it, popped out, but not very far away. No chance for anybody to advance. It is Burns, right now by a single at second. Ortiz, who walked on 4 pitches at first. The pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1. And the count is even at 1-1 to Matt McGraw. He is the offensive leader for the Giants. 304 average, 24 runs batted in, 11 doubles, leads in all 3 of those categories. Trails the home run leader Doyle by 1. He has 3. Doyle with 4. The pitch. Swinging a hot hit ground ball. Shortstop Schaefer has it. From his knees, fires to first, not in time, and the bases are loaded up for Doyle. Doyle was retired to end the first inning. That'll be a single
Number 28
for McGraw.
Doyle.
Sit towards the back of the infield, no chance really for Schaefer to get it. He did make a very good stop to keep a run from scoring. From his knees, he had to throw to first and get all of his power into it. Well, the bases are loaded up. A walk here and bring a run home. They already lead at 3-1. The pitch, swing and a drive, deep to right. Right fielder underneath it, though, makes the catch about 20 feet shy of the wall. For the other, he ties the side. But the Holyoke Giants get 3 in after 2 complete here at Mackenzie Park. 3-1 Holyoke as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network.
Number 30, Kyle Hankard.
Be Hankard, Clem, and Church do it for the Gulls as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Hankard, who walked on a 3-1 pitch in the first. Newport Gulls trail at 3-1. Here in the 3rd inning, the pitch. Floats in there for a call, striking off speed pitch from Chris Bakey, right-handed pitcher. Up there on the mound. Out of Stony Brook University. 6'3", 210 pounds. His 0-1 delivery. Swing, a high fly ball to right field deep. Right field going back at the warning track. Makes the catch for the inning's first out. Oh, Hankard gave that ball to a ride. That would have been off the wall at Cardines Field and many other ballparks, but a lot of room out there and right here at Mackenzie Park. So a long out there as Clem is retired for the first time tonight. Here comes, well, Hankey's retired. Here comes Zach Clem, the pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. Clem, home run hitter in college, only has 2 in the season, both came Friday night. Against the Northam Steeplecats, a solo shot came later in the game, and a grand slam was his first home run of the season, came in the 4th. Clem struck out swinging to end the first. The pitch. Swinging a line drive into left field, a base hit over the third baseman's head. Clem holds up at first. So the throw comes in the second. Zach on for the first time tonight, and the Gulls bring the tying run to the plate from the former Blake Church. Church 1 for 1 tonight. Leadoff single in the second. Later scored. Off of Brown's RBI single. Throw back to first and diving in is Church. Blake, 252 average, 14 runs knocked in. Now throw to first and he gets caught off the back. Here's the throw to second and they'll get him on the tag as a first baseman faked the throw to second and confused Church, and he's retired. So they're 2 down just like that. Base running blunder there for Church. Just picked off a little bit too far off the bag at first. Well, that was Clem. That was Zach Clem. I'm one ahead of my lineup, I guess. Zach, now, like Church, will still be the batter. Waiting to see a pitch to him. That's in there for a called strike. So it seems that Bakey settled down just a little bit. 1 out. 2 down now, the 0-1. Swinging a hot hit ground ball to second. He slides and fires to first in time. 4-3 for the other. He ties the side. Well, the Gulls unable to capitalize here on the 1-out single by Clem. After 2.5, 3-1 Holyoke as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. And back here now at Mackenzie Stadium, Joe Rizzo will be the batter here, batting from the left side of the plate, facing Jeremy Hall. The Giants lead it 3-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Hall gave up 3 runs in the second. Not all of them were earned. That one's fouled back out of play. The count's even out 1-1. A little bit of interference on our microphones there. You can hear the crackling in the background. That's from the soda machine behind us, I assume. That one's fouled off to the left, up the third base line, and landing out of play. A couple of fans chase after it. 1-2 the count. Jeremy Hall is slowed down here in the top of the last half of the third. The pitch. Outside, ball 2, the count's even on 2-2. Sun has set in the distance, still blue sky overhead. Twilight is not upon us quite yet. 2-2. Swinging a pop-up, maybe playable for the catcher. Wendell looking at it on the track, makes the catch right behind the backstop for the inning's first out. So Wendell came out of the range of our camera position there as
third baseman.
2-2.
Number 25, Ryan Adamski.
Rizzo popped up. So Adamski would be the batter now. Adamski singled back in the second when the Giants sent 9 men to the plate, scored 3 of them. Left them loaded too. The pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Brian Adamski. 15 runs batted in, no home runs. Hall with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ground ball into center field. Now 4 for a hit. And once again, the Holyoke Giants have a base runner, this time in the third with 1 out. Adamski 2 for 2 now.
Jeff Mayo.
Here comes Jeff Mayo. Reed showing an error by the third baseman Hagstrom in the second. And here comes Mike Coombs. This may do it for Jeremy Hall. It's the second time Coombs has been out there. Gulls do have left-handed action in the bullpen, and we do have a new pitcher coming in. We'll come back and tell you about that new pitcher as we have a pitching change coming to you from Mackenzie Stadium here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. And back here now at Mackenzie Stadium, new pitcher out there on the mound for the Newport Gulls. Already here in the third inning out of the bullpen. It is Travis Webb. Webb as a 2.13 ERA, a left-hander out there on the mound now. He's 1-1 on the season and 9 appearances, all of relief. Webb has pitched 12.2 innings, giving up 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He's walked 7, struck out 17, giving up 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs. Has hit 2 batters and has thrown a wild pitch. He'll be taking the mound here. The runner at first, 1 out. Here in the last of the third, and the Holyoke Giants are out to a 3-1 advantage. His predecessor, Jeremy Hall, gave up 7 hits in 2 1/3 innings. He is responsible for the runner at Adamski at first base. 3 runs scored by the Holyoke Giants were for the most part unearned. Not all of them will count towards him.
Number 8, Jeff
Due to
Mayo.
an error by Mayo, or an error by Hagstrom. When Mayo was at the plate, Mayo later scored as well. So the batter will be Mayo here, the runner at first. Did reach on the error. It's the last time up. Travis Webb, the lefty, throws into left-handed batter, outside and high, ball 1. Webb is a fastball, curveball, changeup, and a slider. Does not feature a cutter as his predecessor, Jeremy Hall did. Is 1-0. In there for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. He has a sort of a sidearm delivery off the left side of the mound. At first base, Adamski. 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Blew a fastball by him. 1-2 the count now to Mayo. Jeff, whose father, again, is Timothy Mayo, part of the Giants coaching staff. Mayo, catcher for the Giants.
That was strike two.
That was strike two. Thank you for correcting me, right? 1-2 the count, actually. A pitch. Outside of the ball, and the count's even now at 2-2. Mayo, batting 161, 6 runs batted in. Again, leads the team. Having been hit by pitches 6 times on the season. Tends to crowd the plate. Webb's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's the first out recorded. Second out here. And the third, Mayo goes down swinging for the first time tonight. The batter now will be Patterson, Scott Patterson, batting 258, 9 knocked in on the season, has 6 runs, 17 hits total.
Yeah, so they have 2 outs.
Runner at first. Still a dangerous situation here as we saw them score with 2 outs in the second inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Webb's been pretty stellar since coming in just a few moments ago. We'll see if he can keep that up throughout the middle portion of this game. The concession soda machine turns off behind us. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Counts even at 1-1. Runner at first, Adamski was singled. And then Travis Webb came in relief of Jeremy Hall. The pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and out of play. No netting behind the screen. Yeah, McKenzie. The high school behind it is relatively unprotected. Outfielding a little, particularly the left fielder Nick Burnham. Zach Clem's a cleanup hitter, the designated hitter tonight. The pitch is inside. Ball 2. 2-2 the count with 2 down to Patterson. Yeah, an RBI ground out in the first. Sacrifice for him. Webb from the set. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right down the middle. Comes in, strikes out a pair. And that'll do it for the Giants in the third. They strand 1. They've left 6 on the night. After 3-1 Holyoke here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. And back here once again, Mackenzie Steen, Newport Gulls trail 3-1. Here's the pitch to Nick Burnham. It's outside, ball 1. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Nick Burnham, sacrifice ground out to advance the runner. In the second inning, that runner later scored. The pitch up and away. Ball 2, 2-0 the count to Burnham, who on the season thus far is batting 172. 6 runs knocked in. No home runs. He has 3 doubles. The pitch. Inside. Ball 3, 3-0. Newport Gulls are short outfielders, particularly in left when the season began. Burnham joined them late. Sean McGill played left for a time. The 3-0 is inside. Ball 4, he walked him. So, Chris Bakey walks Burnham on 4 pitches. Tying run comes to the plate for the Newport Gulls in form of Eric Hagstrom. Hagstrom hit his first home run of the night, of the season on Friday night at Cardines Field against the Steeplecats. There's a 3-run shot into right field. Gulls went on to win that game 17-6. Batting here, the runner at first. The pitch, he squares for a bunt, takes the pitch outside. Corner, strike 1. Chris Bakey looking in, getting the sign from Mayo. Nobody out. Burnham at first. The pitch. Missing outside. Ball 1, the count's even at 1-1. Shouldn't have any more interference on that vending machine. We casually unplugged it as we walked by.
Yeah, I don't know. They might be mad that drink's not going to stay cold.
Oh, it'll be cool for a while. The 1-1 is father on the plate area into the Holyoke dugout. Look out over there. 1-2 now the count to Hagstrom. At first, Burnham, nobody out. The Gulls trailed by 2, 3-1 the score. Holyoke on top. Outfielders are back. Infield comes in. As taking his time, Hagstrom trots back into the box. They're ready now. Blow 1-2 pitch. That hit him right between the numbers. Although perhaps a little lower where he carries his wallet. So Burnham takes a 1-2 on the back. And a walk and a hit batter now for Bakey.
Oh, you mean you meant in the heavily padded area?
Yes. That's that's the first batter he's hit this season. What's going on out now? So do we have a substitution here? Mike Coombs is out there.
Don't forget, all the adults sign up for the Big Y shopping cart race.
What's going on
So
here?
will be in the fifth inning, the race in the sixth.
Coombs is giving signs to everybody. They must have something up their sleeve here. Runners at first and second. Go to my trusty binoculars. Here's Hagstrom at first, at second base. Wait till he turns around. At the plate, anyways, Andy Wendell. The pitch. Squared for a bunt, and it's up and away, ball 1. Trying to make sure we haven't had a pinch runner come in here without us noticing. The runners lead. The 1-0. Puts down a bunt foul up the first base line. They may try the hit and run here. I didn't see a new runner come in
No,
for
I
the
didn't
Gulls.
see it either. Their base coach, though, has been giving signs like, man, his hands haven't stopped much. So they've got something going on.
Runners at first and second at the plate, Wendell. Chris Bakey with the 1-1 pitch with the tying runs on. Here it comes. Outside corner, strike 2. Think about bunting again, pull the bat away, and watch it fly by. A fastball. On deck, on Schaefer. Wendell at the plate. Nobody out. Here in the top of the 4th, the Gulls add the base runners. Now they need the hits. They've been stringing them together lately. Scored 31 runs on Friday night. Scored 5 runs against Manchester, second place in the division on Saturday. Take the victory there. They've won 4 straight coming into the game tonight. The 1-2. He was about to bunt again. Pull the bat away. Counts even at 2-2. At second, Burnham walked. Hagstrom hit by a pitch at first. Bakey gets the sign for Mayo. From the set, the 2-2. Bunts foul, and he'll be out. Strikeout for Andy Wendell. He's fanned for the second time tonight.
The shortstop, number 2, Warren Schaefer.
A bunch strikeout for him. Here comes one Schaefer batting here with 1 out. Schaefer walked on a 3-2 pitch in the second. Latest stranded on base in that inning. The pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball right to the first baseman. He tags the bag at second. At first, double play.
A little Leather Joe.
What a play. We'll have to get instant replay on that one. That was a 3-alone double play for Joseph Rizzo. Watch the instant replay. Joseph Rizzo made a great catch on a line shot off the bat by Schaefer up the first base line. Oh, we don't have instant replay now, perhaps when we come back. After 3.5, the Newport Gulls do not score and continue to trail 3-1 here on the NGTN Newport Gulls Television Network.
Holyoke Giant dancers here for Cotton Eye Joe.
And back here now, here at McKenzie Park, as we go to the last half of the fourth. Holyoke Giants still on top, 3-1. All the scoring happened in the second thus far in this game. Williams to lead it off for the Giants here. They'll be looking to get some insurance against the Gulls. A pitch on the outside corner, a called strike. Eric Williams is also the leadoff man for the Giants. He struck out twice tonight, swinging and looking in the first and second inning respectively. The pitch from Webb. Outside corner, strike 2-0, and 2 quickly to count on him. Webb came on with a single after Dembski hit a single, and in the third inning, the pitch, outside ball 1. He's working very quickly on the mound. Jeremy Hall gave up a single to Dembski after retiring Rizzo on a pop-up. In the third inning, Webb came on and struck out both batters he faced. Pitch is up and away, ball 2. 2-2, the count evens up to Williams. Eric is now fanned 28 times this season, including tonight. However, he does lead the team, 32 walks. He's yet to hit a home run. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Travis Webb, and Williams fans for the third time tonight.
From Boston, Massachusetts.
One down here in the fourth. Here comes DJ Burns. Burns had an RBI single in the second. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Burns, left fielder for the Holyoke Giants, has a 271 average. Takes the first pitch in the dirt inside, ball 1. Burns, 16 runs batted in at this late point in the season. Just a week to go in the regular season. The 1-0. In there, called strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Well, the Holyoke Giants, 7 games back of the first place Keene Swampats, and 1 game ahead of the third place Sanford Mainers. The pitch, swing and a foul tip over towards the dugout for the Newport Gulls. They are 3 games ahead of fourth place for Mount Mountaineers. All 4 teams at this time would make the playoffs. However, Concord is 12.5 games back, 2 back of Vermont. Pitch is up and away, ball 2, and counts even at 2-2 to Burns. Travis Webb getting his signs from Wendell, working quickly. The 2-2 delivery, swinging a foul over the screen and out of play. Most parks that would have been stopped by a net, but they've yet to install it here at McKenzie. They've made some renovations here, though, since taking over the field last year as their home field, moving here from Middletown, Connecticut to Holyoke, Massachusetts.
Yeah, this is just a high school field also.
I'm told it looks a lot better now than it did a couple years back. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts for Travis Webb. Second straight in the inning, 2 down. Burns retired by way of the K. He's 1 for 3 now. Here comes Willie Ortiz. Ortiz, 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. Batting here, facing Webb. Put down 4 straight by way of the K. The pitch, swinging a pop up over by us. Look out. Lands above us, backing out of play. Oh, this open press box here, no windows. I might get a chance to make a grab on a foul ball tonight. Who knows? But deny that opportunity at ballparks around the league that have the glass. The pitch, outside. Counts even at 1-1. Those press boxes a lot warmer than this one too, which is pretty well open. The 1-1. Missing low, ball 2. Of course, Cardin's Field lacks a press box entirely.
All we have is a table.
The table and the stands behind the backstop. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He didn't want to go around on that one, but he did anyway. The count's even at 2-2. He's one strike away from striking out the side. Travis Webb with the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive right to the first baseman. He catches it and steps on the bag. For the other, he ties aside. 1-2-3 go the Giants here in the fourth for the first time tonight. After 4, they still lead it 3-1 here on the Newport Gulls television network. Back here now, Mackenzie Stee and Newport Gulls trail at 3-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. Scott Brown followed by Jeff Miller and Kyle Hankard. Top of the order due up for the Gulls. The pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. Brown is 2 for 2 tonight with a single and an RBI single. So Brown on the season now has 14 runs batted in. Takes next pitch outside, ball 1 with a curve. 1-1 the count to Scott. He has 1 home run and inside the Parker that came at Cardines 4 days ago. That one's swung on and missed, strike 2. And 1-2 the count. Chris Bakey out there for a 5th inning of work. He's given up 1 run on 4 hits thus far. The Gulls have left 5 on base. Blakey. Bakey has walked 4 batters in the night. He's also hit a batter, his first of the season. Eric Hagstrom was hit. The Gulls unable to capitalize there. They got their only run in the 2nd inning off a RBI single again by Scott Brown, who stands in from the left side of the plate, takes the 1-2, swings on it, grounds to the third base when he fires to first in time for the out. 5-3 on the out at first. 1 down here in the 5th for Jeff Miller. Miller ground to a 6-3 double play in the first and bounced to second in the 2nd. Miller batting here. The base is empty. 1 out. The Gulls need base runners. They trail it by 2. The pitch. Squares for a bunt and he misses it entirely. It's off the catcher's glove. Strike 1 as he crosses the plate. Nothing on the count. Bakey winds, kicks and deals. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count evens up. Fortunately, they don't have mozzarella sticks at the concession stand here in Mackenzie Park. The 1-1. Missing outside, 2-1. They have some cheeseburgers, hot dogs, sausage, and french fries down there. But
Well, can you survive without your mozzarella sticks?
I always have them.
I took a drive before looking for a restaurant, but I couldn't find any.
Unfortunately, no. Perhaps on the ride home we can find an all-night mozzarella stick kiosk or something. 3-1 the count now to Jeff Miller. Is the pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. I've been to 3 ballparks on the road this season. Done internet play-by-play twice for the Gulls on Team Line. First ballpark I went to, the Danbury Westerners, they did have mozzarella sticks. They weren't quite as good as at Cardines Field, but they were all right. Torrington Twisters ballpark had no mozzarella sticks at Fusenich Field. 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the night. As for Bakey as Miller fans swinging. Here comes Kyle Hankard. Well, if anybody's going to get something going with 2 outs for the Newport Gulls, it'll likely be Kyle, who has a walk. Flew out on a high fly ball to the right in the warning track to Jake Doyle in right field in the 3rd inning. It's 0 for 1, but Hankard leads the team with a .402 average, 27 ribbies. The pitch. Outside ball 1. Hankard also leads the team with 7 home runs. He's crossed the plate himself 17 times. Had a home run on Friday against the Steeple Cats. Hit a grand slam versus Torrington. A 3-run homer at Cardines Field earlier in the season. The 1-0. Inside ball 2. Kyle had 2 home runs versus Team USA in an exhibition game on July 4th at Cardines. Neither counted in his official stats. Chris Bakey with the 2-0 delivery. Swinging. Well, did he go around? No, says the base umpire Scott Davis. So, he's ahead now, 3-0. He did walk on a 3-1 pitch in the first inning. Bakey winds, kicks, deals. Strike called on the inside corner. Hit his count 3-1 on Kyle Hankard. After him, Zach Clem. Both probably the heart of the offensive power for the Newport Gulls. Due up right now with 2 down, bases empty. Here in the top of the 5th, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fooled him on a changeup, and the count's full. Hankard steps in, levels the bat. Bakey with the payoff pitch. Strike 3 call in the outside corner. Rare strikeout for Kyle Hankard. He goes down looking. 5 strikeouts on the night for Bakey, who has only given up 1 run thus far. We go to the last half, the 5th. Still, the Holyoke Giants lead it 3-1 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. It'll be McGraw, Doyle, and Rizzo due up for the Holyoke Giants as we go to the home half. The 4th, the Giants 20-14 on the season, 2nd place behind the Keene Swamp Cats and the NECBL Northern Division. The Newport Gulls trail them by 2 runs here in the last half of the 5th. The Gulls are in 1st place in NECBL Southern Division at this point in time, 3 games ahead of the Manchester Silkworms. Here's the pitch from Travis Webb. It's skipping the dirt outside, ball 1 to McGraw, who on the night is 1 for 1, has a single and a walk. Well, all the scoring this game occurred in the 2nd inning. 3 runs for the Giants, 1 run for the Gulls. Webb sends that one in there outside, ball 2. He took over for Jeremy Hall with 1 out in the 3rd inning. He struck out the next 4 batters he faced. Tied 5 straight, the pitch. On the outside corner, a call is straight, and the count's 2-1. The Giants went down 1-2-3 in the 4th. But 2-1. Swing and a drive in the center field. Center fielder, right fielder now, Kyle Hankard makes the catch with plenty of room to the warning track for the inning's 1st down. Not used to this vantage point way up here high at the top of the backstop. He'll have our cameraman swing around and get a shot of the broadcast booth in here to give you an idea of where we are. We're pretty high up here. We can have him zoom out perhaps all the way so you can see how high our vantage point is here. We're not used to being this high up, so those fly balls all look like home runs. Here's the pitch from Webb. It's inside, ball 1. So McGraw retired on the fly out to right. Doyle at the plate now. He's 0-2 tonight. Travis Webb winds and deals a 1-0. In there for a strike with a slider. Counts 1-1. Here's a shot from the right side. The next pitch. Outside corner missing. Ball 2, 2-1. We have 3 cameras featured for you this evening. Webb winds and deals. Swing and a line drive to the left by right to Burnham for the inning's 2nd out.
The first baseman.
The 7th straight now put down by Travis Webb. 2 outs here in the 5th. Bases are empty for Joe Rizzo. Batting .224. 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Standing in from the left side of the plate, Webb with the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Well, happy to be joined on the Innisfield All-Star game last night by former Gulls, well, the current Gulls chairman of the board, Lou Gorman. That's fouled back and out of play. The former general manager of the Red Sox, Lou Gorman, and general manager and founder of the Seattle Mariners organization. We're also joined by Dan Duquette, former general manager of the Red Sox and owner of the Pittsfield Dukes. Strike three called on the outside corner to Rizzo. And for the second inning in a row, the Holyoke Giants go 1-2-3. Travis Webber sits down 8 straight after 5. 3-1 Holyoke here on the Newport Gulls Television Network.
Number 28, Zach Clem.
Zach Clem, you see a shot of the blurry shot of the scoreboard there out in left center field. Clem will be the leadoff batter tonight here in the 6th inning for the Newport Gulls. Here's the pitch to him. It's great for a bunt, takes it in on the inside corner, strike one. Oh, throws a little bit high there from the catcher. Back to the pitcher, Chris Bakey. Bakey, right-handed pitcher, has allowed 1 run thus far in 5 innings of work. Back out there for the 6th to face Clem, Church, and Burnham. Next one is swung on a miss. Strike 2, falls behind, nothing in 2. Clem, single in the 3rd, but was later picked off at first. The 0-2 pitch. Missing inside, just missed. Counts 1 and 2. Home-plate umpire Josh Wilkins this evening. Scott Davis, our umpire, around the bases. The 1-2 in the dirt outside. And the count is now even at 2 and 2. Twilight's upon us as the sky darkens here at McKenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Massachusetts. The 2-2. Outside ball 3, so from 0-2 we work up the count full.
Yeah, Gulls defense has been able to hold the Giants, but they need to see if they can get some runs in these innings.
Bakey steps off, and I can see the 3-2 just yet. Goes and needs some base runners here. Nobody out. Bases are empty. Here in the top of the 6th, they do trail by 2 runs. The payoff pitch from Chris Bakey instead. Catcher asked for time. Mayo out to talk with him. This is our first away broadcast of the season here on the NGTN. Conference is brief out there on the mound. Happy to bring you this away game. Our feature games here on the NGTN. In this 2005 season, our 2nd season of broadcasting. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball chopper foul. Here in the 6th, this is our Tigers TV crew power inning. Tigers TV crew is the organization which runs the Newport Gulls television network. Tigers TV is operated out of Tiverton High School in Tiverton, Rhode Island by an all-volunteer crew of students and members of the community. The payoff pitch, swing and a high fly ball to left field, but not very deep. The left fielder on the foul line now fading into fair territory makes the catch. He got under it. So Clem is retired on the fly out.
Our first baseman from Roswell, Georgia.
Should the Newport Gulls hit a home run here in the 6th inning, the Gulls batter hitting that home run will receive a free tape of today's broadcast. Batter now, Blake Church. Church takes first pitch up and inside, ball 1. Blake has a single on night, bounce to second in the 3rd. We'll keep it right here in the middle of 6th to catch the action of the shopping cart race. The pitch, swinging a foul back and out of play. The whole purpose of the game, I guess, is to spin your head around a bat, pick up items on the field, and throw them into the shopping cart, spin again, and trying to find another item on the field. It should be fun. I've never done the play-by-play in a shopping cart race. I don't know if you have, Ray. Probably
no,
not.
I can't
You're
say
older than I am. I don't know. You have more experience. Perhaps you came across the same thing. The pitch, inside, and it counts 2-1 to Blake Church. Church, batting .252, 14 RBIs. 1 home run, the pitch. Swing and a line shot in the right field, but right to Jake Doyle for the inning's second out.
Left fielder.
So very quickly, 2 down. Here comes Nick Burnham. Burnham, sacrificed ground out in the second, walked on a 3-0 pitch to lead off the fourth. The Gulls couldn't capitalize after Hagstrom was next hit by a pitch. The pitch, strike called down the middle. 0-1. The count to Burnham. Oh, yet to have a winner during the regular season in our Tigers TV Crew power inning. We did have one during the Team USA game, though, the pitch. Inside ball 1. Kyle Hankard hit a home run in the 6th inning on July 4th versus Team USA in an exhibition game of the Newport Gulls, and they'd win a free tape broadcast. I've yet to get it to him, though. Have to make a copy, the 1-1. Inside ball 2. Certainly I can give him the original of that Team USA game.
Come on.
I pay for that out of my own pocket, folks. A nice thing I do, I guess. Give a free tape to a player for hitting a home run. Some incentive to do it, you know. How about the Gulls? 2-1 the count, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch, swing and a high fly ball, but pulled foul up the right field line. Well, he didn't get all of it either. Wouldn't have been out of the park had it been fair, but again, high position here in the broadcast booth fools me. That was over towards our car, but not quite in the same vicinity. Burnham remains at the plate. He's behind, well, the count's even on him, 2-2. The Gulls trail at 3-1 the score. Holyoke Giants on top in this away game. First time these two teams have met this season. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ground ball foul. Fielded by the Newport Gulls first base coach, Josh Scott. Well, a very hot and humid day has turned into a humid and cool night here in Holyoke, Massachusetts at McKenzie Stadium. Stock overhead, don't see any stars out quite yet. Some haze still breaking up. The pitch, swinging a foul tip to the backstop, almost inside camera position. We do have our typical backstop camera as opposed to an outfield camera for today's game. 2-2, the count remains even. Burnham at the plate, 2 outs, bases empty. Here in the top of the 6th, the pitch. Low ball 3, and the count is full. Nick Burnham, 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. A payoff pitch to him. Swinging a hard hit ground ball. Bounce to the first baseman. He'll have to flip to the pitcher. 3-1 for the other. Retires the side for the second straight inning. The Newport Gulls go down 1-2-3. We'll keep it right here.
Okay, it's time for the shopping cart race.
And we'll get a shot of the shopping cart race.
Are our contestants over there?
Down there in right field.
And Bridget
The shopping cart
Hilton.
race about to take place. And make sure our camera guy does keep tabs on the action about to take place down there. Not sure who the contestants are.
We're now going to wait till the last of the 6th inning.
Have to get a word out to our camera guy. Well, I'm being told that they're not going to be doing it at this point. They'll be doing it in the next inning, I've been told. So, all right, so we'll keep it right here anyway. Well, we're all looking forward to that shopping cart race to see what would happen. I saw some pictures of it on the Holyoke Giants website, www.holyokegiants.com, if you want to check out some more information on the Giants. Seemed pretty interesting. You know, shopping carts and spinning bats. Great combination. I think the winners get cash, too. That's always an advantage. Oh, the Gulls only scored 1 run tonight. Came in the second inning. The Holyoke Giants scored 3. All came in the second as well. Take a moment, and we will remind you that this copyright telecast is presented to you by the authority of the Newport Gulls in the New England Collegiate Baseball League, and tonight, along with the Holyoke Giants organization, under exclusive agreement with the Tigers TV Crew and Newport Gulls Television Network for the entertainment of our viewing audience. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game cannot be disseminated without the express written consent of the Newport Gulls, Tigers TV Crew, Newport Gulls Television Network, and the Commissioner's Office of the New England Collegiate Baseball League. Hey, Gulls fans, want to know more about the NECBL, the Newport Gulls, and Cardines Field? Check out www.necbl.com and www.newportgulls.com for the latest news, stats, and standings. For more information about the Newport Gulls here, away at Cardines Field. Of course, tonight we're here. We can change our advertisement, I guess. Here tonight at McKenzie Park with the Holyoke Giants playing. Call 401-849-4982 for more information about the Gulls. That's 401-849-4982. And for more information about the Holyoke Giants here in Holyoke, Massachusetts, you can check out their website again at www.holyokegiants.com. Well, we're almost ready for baseball once again as we go to the last half of the 6th inning when our promised shopping cart race will hopefully be just after that. Looks like clear skies overhead. I don't see any thunderstorms or flashes in the distance. So despite the warm weather, at least for the time being, we're all set for baseball. There's the pitch sent into right field, but foul. Out there for another inning of work, it's Travis Webb here in the last of the 6th, pitching to Adamski. Adamski, 2 for 2 tonight, the pair of singles. Came in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Bases are empty, nobody out here in the last of the 6th. The Giants out to a 3-1 lead. Webb, second pitcher of the night for the Newport Gulls, took over in the 3rd. The pitch is swung on and missed. Here's the throw to first in time. So, Adamski's retired.
Now batting the catcher.
By way of the K and a
Number 8.
pitch over the first. That, folks, is already the 6th strikeout of the night for Travis Webb here in the 6th inning. We'll see Jeff Mayo. Mayo, catcher for the Giants, 161 average, 6 runs batted in. Hit by a pitch 6 times this season. Rate shown error and a single in the 2nd. Struck out swinging the 3rd. Webb's pitch. Strike called at the knees, right down the middle. Nothing, and won the count to Mayo, batting from the left side of the plate here. Outfield playing deep, particularly Brown out in center. The next delivery, swing and a miss, strike 1, or strike 2, I should say. He falls behind, nothing in 2. This field's very well lit here. These light towers. Of course, a fortune to keep all these lights on. The 0-2 is swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Schaefer has it, flips to Church in time for the inning's 2nd out. Very quickly here, 2 down. Well, Webb, since coming on in the 3rd, has pitched very quickly and very well.
Patterson.
Webb has yet to allow a base runner. And now, not quite 4 innings of relief. Patterson, Scott Patterson, the batter now, second baseman for Holyoke, has a .258 average. And RBI sacrifice ground out on the 2nd, struck out looking the 3rd. 2nd strikeout victim of Webb. Swings and fouls that pitch to the backstop, shakes up our camera a little. Nick Leamer and Ray Ballard Sr. up here in the booth, and Ryan Bencourt, our cameraman tonight in this away game. The pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-2 the count. Our director and executive producer tonight, Tom Lima. Full credits later in the post-game show. Gulls trail by 2 runs. A 1-2 pitch. Swinging a pop fly over by us. Look out. Lands near our camera position. Ryan Bencourt unable to make the play out there. So our camera guy almost gets hit there. Last night, Steve Sequena did get hit at Cardines Field on top of the dugout. Our camera guy for NCTV during the All-Star game. He threw the ball back to the dugout, though, instead of throwing it into the stands. The kids weren't too happy. Ground ball chop at third baseman Hatcham has it, flies to first in time, and we have now seen 11 straight set down by Travis Webb and the Newport Gulls defense. After 6, 3-1 Holyoke here on the Newport Gulls television network.
Here's the rules. Get it back from the
And
dugout.
back here once now at McKenzie Stadium with the promised shopping cart race. Well, let's see what happens here. We'll pick up the PA announcer, Brian Hickey.
Pick up the bat. Spin around 6 times. Go get another object. Bring it back to the shopping cart. Pick up the bat. Spin around 4 times. Go get the third object. Come back to the shopping cart. If you do it correctly and you're the first to do it, $50. If you're not, you're disqualified.
Oh,
On your mark,
$50 on the
8
line
times
right here.
spin, Get set. Go!
And they're spinning the bats right there. Around and around they go as William Tell Overture plays. They continue to spin. They have to pick up an object, throw it in the shopping cart. That's the objective. And he's already got one. And here comes the next guy in the block. He falls over. He's down, folks. He gets back up on his feet, trying to find an iron. He's got it. Now twice in the shopping cart. Now back spinning again. The gray shirt guy in the lead. He still has another object to go. There are 3 rounds here. He's done with his completions. Dizzily, he walks to the disc out there, the object. He picks it up. And he's way ahead of the other guy now. The guy in the black shirt up ahead. The guy in the gray shirt already spinning the back. He's getting better at it though. He picks it up and they may be very close.
It's gonna be close.
The guy in the gray shirt spinning. He'll take off trying to find the third object. He can barely walk, folks. Guy in the black shirt right behind him. Oh, he missed the tag. He dropped the object out there. And he'll throw it in the cart and he wins. Well, well, that was exciting.
Big Roy, thank you.
Our first ever shopping cart race here on the NGTN Newport Gulls Television Network. Nick Lim alongside Ray Bell as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Newport Gulls trail it 3-1 the score, and they'll have a chance here as Hagstrom, Wendell, and Schaefer bomb the order to do up for the Gulls here in the 7th. Hagstrom has reached base twice tonight. He walked in the 2nd, hit by a pitch in the 4th. He'll be facing the starter, still out there on the mound, Chris Bakey, the pitch. Outside corner, a called strike to Eric. Hagstrom has a 154 average, 5 runs batted in, and 1 home run. He has walked 14 times on the season. Here's the pitch to him. Strike call on the outside corner, nothing in 2. Good pitch from Bakey, who's still pretty strong out there. Chris has a 1.64 ERA. 2-2 in 9 appearances. He's set to get his 3rd win tonight. The Gulls trail it by 2. Giants on top, 3-1. The 0-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 1, 1-2 the count.
So what'd you think about that shopping cart?
Well, that was exciting. More exciting than I thought it would be. The 1-2. Missing ball 2.
The guy in the gray shirt won $50.
Real, well, I should have done it. I could probably use the money more than he could.
You're not old enough, Nick. You have to be 25 years old.
25, all right. A 2-2 from Bagey. Swinging a pop fly back and out of play into the concession area. Good sized crowd here and here. Well, don't have an official attendance report yet. May get it in the 8th inning. Action up in the Giants bullpen. Once again, I turn to my trusty binoculars and we'll wait for the pitch. 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Hagstrom at the plate. Swung on. Again, foul in about the same spot, out of play. Let's see. Warming up for the Holyoke Giants. A right-handed pitcher. Waiting for him to turn around. Number 13. Check our auxiliary roster in a moment. In the meantime, the count is 2-2 to the lefty Hagstrom. Chris Bakey with the pitch.
Number 13 is John Rappaport.
John Rappaport? I'd love to have the last name of Rappaport. I don't know. Rappaport. Well, not quite as good as Rappaport, but Rappaport still not a bad last name. The payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball right to the mound. And Bakey will flip to the first baseman Rizzo for the inning's first down.
The
So,
pitcher from Lincoln University,
Rappaport.
Pennsylvania.
R-A-P-P-A-P-O-R-T. 3.48 ERA, 2-2 in 12 appearances, all in relief. He's the main reliever, I suppose, for the Giants. He is warming up.
Yeah, I'm sure the folks at home are glad you spelt that now so that they know how the name is spelled.
Yes, I'm sure they're very happy. In case you're keeping score at home in your lineup card, your names will be right. Andy Wendell about it now, W-E-N-D-L-E, Wendell. A pitch. Hit him on the right shoulder. So, That's the second hit batter of the night, second of the season for Chris Bakey. He's now hit 2 batters in, as I do my math, 45 complete innings. So, in 45 innings, he's hit 2 batters, both here tonight. With 2 outs, Wendell at first. Oh no, with 1 out. Wendell at first. At the plate, Schaefer. Scoreboard seems to be incorrect. The pitch. Missing ball 1. I have 1 out in my scorecard unless somebody else batted. They considered a mystery batter. I don't think so. We'll whisper so the scoreboard operator can't hear us though. Throw back to first and Wendell dives in. In case I'm wrong, I don't want him to think I'm accusing him of being wrong. I don't think we're wrong though. 1 out. Scoreboard says 2, the pitch. Swing and a line shot to right. Right field charging. It can't make the catch as he dives. Rounding second and into third. Here's a throw to second, not in time. Into third goes Wendell. Schaefer has a double. Right fielder Doyle charged that ball, dove for it, couldn't come up with it. And the Newport Gulls with 2 outs have the tying runs in scoring position. Oh, does the situation change dramatically here? 1 out, 1 out. That scoreboard confused me. 1 out. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Play is halted momentarily. Here comes the third base coach walking over now. Have a word with the pitcher. Well, totals right now, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Newport Gulls. The Gulls have been hitless since the 3rd inning. And 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Holyoke Giants. At this point in the ball game, the Giants have not had a base runner since the 3rd. All the scoring took place in the 2nd, but it goes to threatening here. 1 out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd.
Top of the order, center fielder, number
Scott
4.
Brown will be the batter now. Brown is 1-2 for 3 tonight with an RBI single. Brown will be batting here. 1 out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Scoreboard still says 2, though. I'm pretty sure we're correct, though.
Yeah, throw your pen at him. Get his attention so we can.
Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So the starter's still on the mound, Chris Bakey. He'll have to get out of this jam for the time being. Action in the bullpen. Not quite ready yet. The man whose name is tough to spell, John Rappaport. At 2nd, Schaefer at 3rd, Wendell. The 1-0 pitcher, Scott Brown. Swinging a ground ball chopper. Charging the second baseman has it, fires the first, and a run scores. Newport Gulls trail it now by a score of 3-2. Now the scoreboard's correct. There are 2 outs. However, Scott Brown on the sacrifice ground out gets it done. Jeff Miller will be the batter now. Tying run at 3rd. Go ahead run at the plate for the Newport Gulls. Let's see what can happen here. They've done a lot of their scoring again with 2 outs this season. Good chance here with that runner at 3rd base, 90 feet from the plate. The pitch, swing on and miss, strike 1. Miller, 0 for 3 tonight. Ground to a 6-3 double play in the 1st, and bounced to 2nd in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 5th. The pitch, missing the ball, 1-1 the count. 2 outs, a runner at 3rd. Here in the top of the 7th, the Gulls trail it by 1, 3-2 the score. Holyoke Giants on top. They're threatening. Tying run, 90 feet from the plate. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Catcher looking at it right at the plate. Tosses the glove. His helmet makes the catch. For the out, he ties aside. The Gulls strand the tying runner at 3rd. And they have left 6 on the night. After 6.5, the Gulls get one back, still trailing now 3-2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls television network. Back here now, we're at McKenzie Stadium.
The Holyoke Giant dancers on the dugout.
A new pitcher out there on the mound for the Newport Gulls will be Josh Lacey. Lacy on the season thus far is a 4.5 ERA, 2-2 in 16 appearances. Lacy, all in relief, has 1 save, 28.1 innings pitched. He's given up 33 hits, 16 runs, 14 of them earned. Lacy has walked 6, struck out 26, gave up 7 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs. Faced 100 batters and given up hit 4 of them, and has 2 wild pitches. Lacy will be the new pitcher here. The Gulls trailing it by 1 run, 3-2 to score here in the last half of the 7th inning. Gulls have a 4-game winning streak on the line. He'll have to face the top of the order here after Travis Webb came on relief. Pitch is inside, almost hit him to Williams. Eric Williams is 0 for 3 tonight with 3 strikeouts. Webb tried every batter he faced after coming on the third, struck out 6. That one's lined by the leaping third baseman to left field, a base hit. So that's their first base runner since the 3rd inning. After Travis Webb retired 11 straight batters. DJ Burns, the batter now, has 16 RBIs in the season, batting here with a runner at first. Nobody out. Well, double play could be in order. Now the left-handed pitcher being used by the Gulls here out of the bullpen, Lacy. Josh looks in, gets his sign from Wendell. From the set to the built to the plate instead of throw to first. Burns had an RBI single in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. One of those 6 strikeouts set down by Webb. Pitch. Instead of no throw to first, and they have him caught in a rundown. It'll be Burnham getting the tag. Or rather, Church. Blake Church, first baseman for the Gulls, gets the tag on Williams. So the single is erased. Here comes Nick Burns. Or DJ Burns. He's still at the plate. We've yet to see a pitch to Burns. 0-0 the count. Youth baseball night tonight, final week of the NECBL regular season. Kids in youth baseball uniforms getting in free air tonight. But 1-0. Outside corner, a call straight, the count's 1-1. We don't have any scores from around the league. There are 6 games occurring today between all 12 teams in the NECBL the day after the All-Star game. Southern Division won it last night, 7-2 in Newport. Pitches swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2. Burns falls behind the count. Jeremy Hall, who gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. There were a couple of errors committed in 2 and a 3rd innings of work. Is the pitcher of record. Stands to get a loss right now. The Gulls are hoping him to fare better tonight. Webb came on, was stellar. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Burns is going up.
For the Gulls, number 7 from Holyoke College.
And there's a new shortstop out there in the field for Newport. Defensive change for the Gulls. It is returning Michael Affronti. Affronti in it for his 2nd season with the Newport Gulls. Out there for shortstop. So he's off the disabled list as of tonight. And he was in as a substitute. However, Schaefer has been lifted for Affronti here. Not only for defensive, but probably for offensive reasons as well. Affronti was injured versus North Adams in the fog out about 10 days ago. Matter of fact, it was exactly 8 days ago on a Monday night. He jammed his thumb. It's been in a cast for a good part of the week. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Quickly the count to Willie Ortiz. Ortiz back for a 2nd season with the Giants. The 0-2 pitch. Missing inside the fastball, 1-2. Jeremy Hall, Travis Webb, and now Josh Lacy on the mound. Lacy's pitch, swing and a foul tip around the plate area and just stayed alive. 1-2 remains the count. So Michael Franny back at short for the Newport Gulls. Schaefer is a good shortstop, but always good to see the defensive Franny come back. Franny injured his thumb in the very first inning, in the top of the first at Newport on Monday. The pitch, swinging a line drive looper into left, but fading foul into the bullpen. Franny always makes diving stops at pitches. And a ball is hit to him. Made a diving stop and jammed his thumb. Lifted in the last half of the first. Schaefer batted for him. Pitches right to a Franny. Bobbles the ball and no play. So it'll be a single for Ortiz. It's a hard hit ball. Franny knocked it down. In his first chance, he doesn't get an opportunity. Michael Franny was a very emotional play.
Can you say his name like Don does back at Cardines Field?
I can't quite roll the R. No, Michael. Don O'Hanley, the public address announcer at Cardines. Brian Hickey, the announcer here tonight, keeping the crowd active. So, Michael Affronti, I can't quite roll the R. Affronti.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
No.
Was the shortstop, number 2, Warren Schaefer.
So, runner at first. And the batter at the plate will be Matt McGraw.
You're going to have to practice with that, rolling your R's.
Yes. I've been trying for years. Can't quite do it. From the set list, he worries about the runner at first. 2 outs. The pitch to the plate. Strike call in the outside corner. 0-1. Looking in, Lacey gets the sign from Wendell. Gulls trail it by 1, trying to keep it close. Throw to first, and diving in. McGraw not quick enough with the tag was Church.
Yeah, the Gulls defense has been doing very well, keeping the Giants to 3.
Gulls got one in the second, another in the top of the 7th. We're in the last half of the 7th now. The pitch is popped up. One to look at as it fades into the stands and out of play. Good sized crowd here tonight, not a sellout by any means, but at least a few hundred fans here at McKenzie Stadium, Holyoke, Massachusetts. Our first away game of the season here on the NGTN. Someone's absconded with my binoculars. Hopefully they'll be returned shortly.
It looks like there's about 300 or 400 people here.
At the least. A lot of people over by the concession area as well, not in the stands.
They really spread out.
A large area here.
Some are all in the lawn with the blankets. Nice area. Nice field.
It really is. Runner at first. The 0-2 pitch from Lacey. Swinging a foul to the backstop. Bounces back into the stands and almost into the Gulls dugout.
Coach, up here,
And that one's fielded by the first base coach for the Giants. You don't see that too often. A foul to the backstop fielded by a first base coach. That ball went on a ride. My binoculars are returned. Thank you. Hopefully they were put to good use. The pitch. Strike 3 call right down the middle. 2 strikeouts in the inning. The single was harmless. After 7, the Gulls still trail at 3-2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Back here now, once again at McKenzie Park. The Gulls will have a chance here in the top of the 8th. They trail up by 1. It will be Kyle Hankard, Clement Church. How did the order do up for Newport? Hankard 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Struck out looking in the 5th. New pitcher out there on the mound. It's Blake Hamilton, the pitch. Outside corner at the knees, strike 1. Blake Hamilton, 3.82 ERA, 2-2 in 7 appearances, made 7 starts. This is his first relief appearance for the Giants. They obviously want to win this game. Here's the next pitch. Low and outside, ball 1's even at 1-1. Hamilton has 33 innings pitched. He's given up 30 hits, 16 runs, 14 of them earned. He's walked 13, struck out 26. The 1-1 is swung on, hit foul up the third base line. Hankard down 1-2. A double given up by Hamilton, as well as 3 home runs, no triples. He has thrown 3 wild pitches, yet to hit a batter. along with Bakey and Davis. He's one of only 3 pitchers not to hit a batter. The pitch, ground ball chopper, look out for Monty Smith, the third base coach for the Gulls, right to him. Tried to make a backhand field after he saw that was coming at him. Couldn't make the play. So Blake Hamilton with the pitch. Swinging a hard hit ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Kyle Hankard on. He's the tying run for the Newport Gulls. We'll see an instant replay on that one. As Hankard reaches.
Number 28, Zach Clem.
Zach Clem will be the batter now. We're still having the problem there with our instant replay. Here it is. Hankard was right up the middle, and no one had a chance to get it off the mound. Back here once again live. Oh, nice fade in there from our director, Tom Lima, waiting to have a big jump. Good job. That's one of the best instant replays I've seen this season. Wasn't a great play, but still, a pitch. Outside ball 1. We're the Tigers TV crew, Newport Gulls Television Network, using our incredible technology here, our amateur equipment to bring in these games. But very professional crew members doing a great job. Runner at first, nobody out. The Gulls are trailing it 3-2. The pitch. Wild pitch goes to the backstop. In the second goes Kyle Hankard. So, a lot of room here behind the backstop at Mackenzie Park, or Mackenzie Stadium, I should say. Unlike Hardines, there's only about a 10-foot clearance between home plate and the backstop there, where real estate is pretty expensive in Newport and pretty short in that section of the city, downtown Newport. So here they have plenty of room. It's a very large, sprawling ballpark. Fans are scattered all over the place, as is the backstop. They actually moved it up when the Giants came here. They moved it up about 10 feet. Runner at second, the pitch. Strike call down the middle, 2-1 the count to Zach Clem. Hankard, who singled, advances to second on a wild pitch, and we said he's thrown 4 wild pitches as number 5. The lefty looks in the next delivery. Swinging a hard hit ground ball. Second baseman has it, flips to first in time for the inning's first out. Advancing to third is Kyle Hankard. Hankard has some speed. He'll now be 90 feet from the plate with 1 out. Newport Gulls trail it by a run. Tying run at third. 1 man down for Blake Church. Church has a single tonight. He's 1 for 3. Church single back in the second. Latest scored. The Gulls only 2 runs. They scored once in the second. Holyoke scored 3 in the second. Haven't looked back since. Newport got another back in the top of the 7th. Threatening here. 1 out. Runner at third. The pitch. Outside corner, a called strike at the fastball from Blake Hamilton.
It's just about 9:30 now here in Holyoke.
Next pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. He's in a hole now, 0-2. Yeah, we had a 7 o'clock start time, so this game going later than I'm accustomed to. Usually that Cardines game started at 6:35. And we didn't start at 7 either. It was more like 7:10. First pitch. Looking in for the sign. Hamilton checks the runner at third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fooled them on a splitter. There's the inning's second out. Here comes Nick Burnham. Well, the tying run at third, the Gulls can't afford to squander here. Nick Burnham, the batter now. Nick walked in the 4th. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And sacrificed ground out. Kyle Hankard at third. The pitch to the plate. Strike called down the middle of the fastball. 0-1. At third, Hankard. Blake Hamilton is the second pitcher of the night. Replaces Bakey in the 8th. The pitch skips in there. Ball 1. 1-1. The count evens up. Bakey was stellar through 7. Allowed 1 run. Struck out 5. Hit a couple batters. The pitch. Missing low and outside. And the count's 2-1. Nick Burnham. It's up to him now. 2 outs here in the 8th. Runner at third. 3-2 the score. The pitch. Curve outside. Corner. I call it strike. The count's even at 2-2.
Right by him.
Looking in for the sign. Working quickly. Hamilton. His 2-2 delivery. Swung on. Fouled to the backstop. Just stayed alive. Well, to lead the tying run at third here. It'll be tough. Holyoke has some of the best starting pitching in the league. It's their bullpen that's been an issue as of late. The Gulls will have to try to get to that bullpen here. Hamilton came here in the top of this inning and replaced with the starter Bakey. We're in the top of the 8th. 3-2 the score, the pitch. Strike 3 called right down the middle. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hamilton. The Gulls lead the tying run at third. We go to the last of the 8th as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network.
Now hitting for the Giants, the right fielder, number 28, Jake Doyle.
Jake Doyle to lead it off for the Holyoke Giants as we go to the last half of the 8th. It is the Holyoke Giants on top, 3-2. Gulls unable to capitalize. The runner at third and 1 out in the top of the inning. In this away game, the pitch. Missing low ball 1 from Josh Lacy. Lacy, third pitcher tonight for Newport Gulls, took over for Travis Webb, who set down all 11 batters he faced. Lacy took over in the 7th. Struck out 2 on the pitch. In there for a strike. Was squaring for a bunt. 1-1 the count now.
Who scored? Who were the 2 Yankee baserunners that scored before Bucky Dent? Hatsui.
2-1 the count now to Doyle, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Lacy trying to keep it close. If the Gulls can have a chance in the 9th, the pitches pop up, back, and out of play. Counts even at 2-2 to Jake. Jake was an all-star, played in Cardines Field last night in Newport. His first official trip there, the Gulls and the Giants had their home game. Electricity out, pitches outside ball 3. An underground cable, underwater cable from Jamestown to Newport, Rhode Island was severed and caused scattered power outages throughout the city in many neighborhoods. That one's popped up. First baseman Church under it, makes the catch in front of the dugout for the inning first down.
Yeah, officially that cable failed and just
Number 23, Joe Rizzo.
A major power cable failed, and that's why there was no game in Newport on. It was what was that? Oh,
Tuesday?
Last Tuesday. Tried to bring that game for you in the NGTN, and we got there, we set up, then our power went out. Actually, one of our videotapes got stuck in the VCR deck. We just cut it out yesterday. The pitch is in there for a strike. Nothing and 1 the count to Rizzo, who on the night as a strikeout, a single. Popped up to the catcher, Wendell. Pitch. Swinging a line drive in the right. Kyle Henk is there and makes the catch.
Imagine what's entailed in repairing that cable.
I'm sure they required several boats or larger ships, perhaps. Well, that game was electricity out. Will be made up back in Newport at the end of the month. The game tonight, it was also a rain out here in Holyoke. The Gulls were on the way up here, and their bus turned around halfway here. And after heavy rain overtook the entire area. So they've yet to play each other this season. Here's the pitch. Outside to Ademski. Ademski is 2 for 3 tonight, pair of singles and a strikeout. Batting here, bases empty, 2 outs in the 8th. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. A lot of balls hit to right tonight. Hank was able to make the play for the most part. In the 9th for the Gulls, bottom of the order up. Hackstrom, Wendell, and now Michael Affronti will be the potential third out. Pitches ball 2, 2-1. So Affronti, who was back in the lineup for the first time now, he'll have a chance in the 9th inning for the Newport. The 2-1. Strike call down the middle is 2-2 from Josh Lacy. Gulls trail it 3-2 here in the last of the 8th. Giants trying to add on an insurance run. They'll have to do it here. The 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch from Larsey. Swinging a foul tip to the backstop. In the Southern Division right now, the Newport Gulls 3 games ahead of Manchester, 3.5 ahead of 3rd place Danbury, 4.5 ahead of 4th place North Adams. All 3 teams the Gulls have defeated consistently recently. 5 ahead of Torrington and 13 ahead of Pittsfield. Holyoke Giants are in 2nd place, 7 games back of Keene in the Northern Division. The 2-2, swinging a hot hit ground ball to second. Up with it, Miller fires to first in time for the other retires the side. 1-2-3, go the Giants in the 8th. We go to the 9th. Last chance for the Gulls next as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. I'll show you the crowd there on your screen right now. Official attendance report time is in 577. 577. See a TV camera down there as well, not ours. 577 attendance today. What that camera was, they just inserted that hole in the fence early today while we were setting up. The crew was here, the fence company. Shot the crowd out in this expansive ballpark. Quite a large area here at McKenzie Stadium. Nice ballpark. As we go to the top of the 9th, new pitcher out there on the mound. From this crowd of 577, 577. Josh Moore will be the pitcher. Moore is a reliever. He's made 8 appearances, no starts, and has yet to have a save on the season. He has a 1-1 record, 3.29 ERA. Moore has 13.2 innings of work. He's given up 13 hits, 9 runs, 5 of them earned. He's walked 11, struck out 13. And given up no doubles, no triples, no home runs. Moore has 7 wild pitches and 2 hit batters, so he can be wild. That's all in 13 innings, folks.
Number 7,
Moore,
shortstop, Michael Affronti.
will be facing for the Newport Gulls. Michael Affronti. So Affronti's up in the lineup. They've shuffled the lineup around. Michael Affronti back for his first at bat. Squares for a bunt, takes the pitch inside. Strike 1. This is the first time we've seen Affronti in over a week after being out with an injured thumb. He came in to the lineup late in the game tonight. At shortstop is the pitch. Swinging a hot hit ground ball. Bounce to the shortstop. Goes into center field. Affronti reaches. Tough play for the shortstop. And he's being caught off the back at second. He'll back into first. Affronti loves to fool with infielders like that. He took a few steps off the bag at first and started to head towards second and hop back at first. That's actually a pretty good play, too, when you know you can get back there, because then they can get a little bit nervous and throw the ball away, and you can advance to second. So Affronti stands in at first. We'll give him a single. Here comes Andy Wendell. So Schaefer's still in the game. He just moved over to third base, and they switched their spots in the lineup. Affronti at first sees the tying run for the Newport Gulls. Nobody out. Andy Wendell at the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. Was hit by a pitch. 2 strikeouts. A pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Struck out swinging in the second. Bunted a ball foul on a 0-2 pitch in the 4th. Both strikeouts. Affronti at first. Hit by a pitch in the 7th. Wendell was. Here's the pitch. Squared for a bunt, and this one's missing. 2-0 the count. The catcher, Mayo, out to talk with his new pitcher, Josh Moore. So right now, it's up to Moore. It's a save situation. Bakey gets the win, but Affronti is the tying run for the Newport Gulls at first. 3-2 the score. They trail by 1. Moore gets the sign. At the plate, Wendell. The pitch. Outside, ball 3-0. Like we said, Moore can be wild. 7 wild pitches, 2 hit batters on the season. Affronti in at first. The pitch. Strike called in the outside corner. He was trying to bunt again. Hitters count now 3-1 for Wendell. Affronti, a base stealing threat. Very happy to be back there on the field for the first time since last Tuesday. Or last Monday, I should say. 8 days ago. Next Monday, July 25th, 2005, and it's a away game. Affronti goes. The pitch hits him on the back between the numbers. It's his third batter of the season. Like we said, he can be wild. 2 on. That puts the go-ahead run on for the Newport Gulls here in the 9th. A double play could be in order, however. Franny at second. He was stealing, and he was already there before the pitch hit him.
Warren Schaefer.
Quick conference on the mound between Mayo and Moore. Warren Schaefer, who's in at third base now. Hagstrom's been lifted. Schaefer will be the batter here. Schaefer on the night as a walk. He lined out the third in the fourth, or lined out the first in the fourth, and had a double in the 7th. Gulls did capitalize on that and got a run home in the 7th. They trail it by 1. 3-2 the score. Franny at second. Wendell at first. And plate umpire, he's a new supply of balls. Home plate umpire Josh Wilkins, base umpire Scott Davis. 577 here tonight at Mackenzie Stadium. We're here in the 9th. Gulls trail by 1. 2 on. Tying run at second. The former Michael Franny. Wouldn't be great if he scored the tying run in his first night back. The pitch. Bunts. Puts down a good one around the plate area. Catcher is the first in time. Both runners advance. There's 1 out, and the Newport Gulls have the tying run. 90 feet from the plate, Michael Franny. Go-ahead run at second. Andy Wendell up to the plate now. The leadoff batter, Scott Brown. Brown is 2 for 4 tonight. Had an RBI single, a single in the first, bounced to third in the 5th, and a sacrifice ground out to advance the runner in the 7th. Brown will be batting here. Brown has now 14 RBIs in the season, 1 home run, and inside the park home run came at Cardines Field on Friday night. Waiting on the pitch to Brown. Instead, time is called. Steps off. Josh Moore steps back on. Tying run at third. The pitch to Brown. Outside, ball 1. A fly ball into right or center may tie the ball game. The left fielder, Burns, is playing very shallow. Playing him to pull. The 1-0. Franny is caught at third. Michael Franny caught off the bag. Very close play there as the catcher, Mayo, fired to third, and it's a whole different ball game now. 2 outs here in the 9th. Still a runner at second. Brown at the plate.
Who cares?
2-0 the count. And here comes the third base coach and the catcher. That was a great play. See if we can get a great play on that.
1-2 base runner scored before the Bucky Dead home run in 1978. It was
Apparently
Chris
not.
Chambliss and Roy White.
Quick conference on the mound. They'll stick with their reliever, third pitcher of the night. Josh Moore replaced Hamilton, replaced the starter Chris Bakey, who stands to get the win right now. The Gulls in danger of having their 4-game winning streak snapped. At second, Wendell. Franny's been picked off. 2-0 the count to Scott Brown. 2 outs here in the 9th. They trail it by a score of 3-2. Pinch runner in now. Who is that? Number 8.
Coming in the pinch run, number
Stephen
8.
Douglas.
He's
Stephen
from
Douglas
Tennessee State.
will pinch run
Stephen
here
Douglas.
for Andy Wendell. Let's see if that pays off. Wendell's out. I mean, Sean McGill will likely be the catcher if we do go to the last half of the 9th. Tying run in scoring position at second. A base hit may tie the ball game. 2-0 the count to Scott Brown. Moore's pitch. Outside ball 3-0. After Brown, Jeff Miller. 2 men down here in the 9th. Tying run at second. Pinch run at Douglas takes his lead. The pitch. Ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. That puts the go-ahead run on. Tying run still at second. Catcher out. Third base coach back out again. Maybe the pitching coach. And we have a new pitcher coming in. That's the manager at third. Joe Southern. So we have a call to the bullpen here, and a pitching change come to you from Mackenzie Stadium with the tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first here in the ninth. 2 outs for the Newport Gulls. They trail by 3-2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Back here now at Mackenzie Stadium as we here in the top of the ninth, the Newport Gulls trailing it by 1 run, tying run at second, winning the go-ahead run at first. New pitcher out there on the mound is John Davis, 0.56 ERA, 0-1 in 11 appearances, has 6 saves. He's their closer, 16 innings pitch. He's given up a double, 14 strikeouts, 6 walks, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. 2 outs. It'll be up to Jeff Miller. Pitch from Davis. Ball 1 low. At second, pinch runner for Andy Wendell, Stephen Douglas. Afrani was picked off earlier in the inning. And Warren Schaefer, or rather Scott Brown's at first. The next one's in there for a call strike. The count's even at 1-1. Things are looking dimmer for the Gulls with Davis on the mound. He's one of the best closers in the league. The 1-1 pitch from him. Swinging a pop fly. Shallow right, fading foul, and into the stands. 577 the attendance here tonight. Some of those fans try to get that ball. 2 on, 2 out here in the ninth. 3-2 the score. The Gulls trail it. Miller at the plate. The 1-2. Strike 3 called, and this one's over. The Holyoke Giants defeat the Newport Gulls in a tough game. Miller wanted to know where that pitch was. He stands at the plate, throws his arms in the air, but it's over.
It looked low.
It did look low. Well,
Bad call.
Davis gets the save, and the win will go to Chris Bakey. A very close ball game, our first away game of the 2005 season, our second overall here in the NGTN. Newport Gulls lose the game tonight, 3-2 the final score. Totals and highlights next as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Back here once again at Mackenzie Stadium as we give you the totals for tonight's game. 2 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Newport Gulls. They left 9 men on base. Newport Gulls pitching had 10 strikeouts and walked 2 batters tonight. For the winning Holyoke Giants, they had 3 runs on 9 hits, 7 left on base. 8 strikeouts for their pitching. They walked 4 batters and hit 3 Newport Gulls batters, and they also had a wild pitch. However, that wasn't enough for the Gulls. They were unable to capitalize during the tying run at third on 2 occasions. Michael Farney picked off in the ninth. That was a very key play. No home runs in tonight's game by either team. Scoring went like this. Most of it was in the second inning. The Newport Gulls got a run home in the second, and then the Holyoke Giants scored 3, took the lead 3-1, and they never looked back. Newport Gulls going to run back in the 7th inning, and that was our final 3-2 the score here tonight at Mackenzie Stadium. Game was watched by 577. It took about 2 hours 30 minutes to play. Got away a little bit late early in the game, but about 7:05 the start time here tonight. Newport Gulls lose it tonight by a final score of 3-2. They fall to 21-15, still in first place by at least 2 games over the Manchester Silkworms, awaiting word on their game versus Pittsfield. That was a 7 o'clock game. We don't have word there yet. For the Northern Division Holyoke Giants, they improved to 21-14. And still 7 games back of the Keene Swampbacks, waiting word from the Keene at Sanford game. That got underway at 6:30, still underway right now. So as it stands, Holyoke is still 7 games back of Keene, and Newport is still 3 games ahead of Manchester, pending the results in those games. So Newport falls to 21-15. Still hold on to first place in Innisfield South. With only a few games left to play, we'll have all Newport Gulls home games for you in the regular season, the NGTN, and then the playoffs coming up after that. We'll continue to cover these games for you on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Final score tonight, Newport 2 and the Holyoke Giants 3. We'll have a post-game wrap-up next as we continue here on the NGTN. And back here one final time at Mackenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Massachusetts. Our first away broadcast of the Newport Gulls television network here in this 2005 season. Our second broadcast overall. Newport Gulls fall tonight 3-2, the final score in this ball game here on the road. Their 4-game winning streak is snapped here tonight. Newport Gulls only managed 2 runs, one in the 3rd inning, and actually in the 2nd inning, one in the 7th inning. And they fall tonight. Once again, the final score 3-2. Let's pause for a moment and thank those who made our broadcast possible. The executive producer of Newport Gulls Baseball is Steve Andrade. Our director and on-site engineer, Tom Lima. Our audio technician and associate producer, Ray Ballard Sr. And on our camera tonight, doing a great job as always, Ryan Betancourt. I'm Nick Luna, bringing this game to you from Mackenzie Stadium. Newport Gulls fall tonight, 3-2, the final on the road. Our next broadcast will be in 24 hours back home at Cardines Field. Until then, thank you all for watching. Hope we'll see you then at our next broadcast. Until then, so long, everybody.